pick up the blitz. Flag is thrown. There's your first down and a lot more for Demaryius Thomas. Swing and a shot by Freeman. Deep into the night. Back-to-back homers for the Braves. Blake Griffin will turn. Shoot a three from the wind. Bounce. They go. They got the big land. They go.
All right, good evening. It's Friday night. You know what that means. It's time for the number one sports podcast in the world. It's time for Sports4U. Live on YouTube. I'm John. Mark will be here momentarily. Nick Frey's on assignment. He'll be back with us next week. We're live on your TV screens and laptops and your desktops on X and YouTube. So make sure you hit the subscribe button for Sports4U Podcast, Culture Clash Network, and Ballers and Briefs. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, X, and TikTok. And we're doing something special today on this Friday night. Usually Friday nights, do regular show, but we're doing a little something different. We're doing a watch along because obviously we have a game going on right now in San Paulo, Brazil. So we're starting the show a little earlier than usual. And we're in the second quarter of Chiefs versus the Chargers. The Chargers are up 10-0 right now with 9:27 left in the first half. Third down for the Chiefs. And we got a couple of guests here that's going to join us for this watch along. First off, we got my brother from the CCN family. Of course, you can catch him on JB versus the World and the Future Elite Four podcast, which is dropping real soon. And he is my brother. He's a Falcons fan, and he'll let you know it. And he ain't afraid to tell it. My brother JB is in the building. JB, what up?
What's going on, Jay Watt? Thanks for having me.
No problem. We're going to watch some football. And our next part of the guest is a guy who's going to be with us every week during football season to talk fantasy football, daily fantasy, or any sports bets you might have questions. We'll do some fantasy questions throughout the show for him if you have anything in regards to Sunday. He is one member of the Ballers and Briefs podcast and the official Sports4U fantasy football and betting analyst for the 2025 NFL season. My brother Cody's in the building. Cody, you there?
Yeah, man. Can you hear me now?
There we go. There we go.
I think my mic, I don't know, my mic just quit on me. I don't know. So I'm having to use if it sounds like shit now, it's just I'm using a regular
you good
computer mic. So
same here. You all gravy. I gotta give me a new one too. So today this follow up because obviously we didn't start at the kickoff because we had meeting ran a little longer than usual. But the Chargers are up 10-0 right now. It's 4th and 1, 8:45 left here in the second quarter.
3 plays in, man. 3 plays in.
3 plays in. Let me get your thoughts, Cody. What have you saw from the first quarter? Obviously, the Chargers got the touchdown pass earlier to Quentin Johnson. They got a field goal, obviously, for Cameron Dicker. What have you seen from the Chargers that you like so far?
Jim Harbaugh is not afraid to throw the football against the Chiefs. And that's been something that even you can hear that the announcers like Rich and Kurt talking about, like, this is afraid. They were like, oh, well, it's going to be a run. Justin Herbert is coming out here. He's winging it, man. He's
winging it. It's right there. Kareem Hunt just got a first down. JB, what you make of what the Chargers have done so far?
I pretty much follow what Cody said, man. They've been pretty fearless, been very aggressive, and the Chiefs have problems so far sustaining a rhythm. Like even right now, we see Pat Mahomes on the run, gonna have to scramble, and ate a nasty hit. But we got a flag on the play. But that play is pretty indicative of what the game has been. The Chiefs' offense seems to be out of sync. We just got a holding call. It's kind of hard to win games if you can't sustain offense.
So let's talk about the reigning AFC champs. Obviously, we know it's always Super Bowl bust with the Chiefs now in the Mahomes era. They're not going to have Rasheed Rice the first 6 games, obviously because of the suspension. We saw Xavier Worthy; he got banged up earlier, and now it's pretty much Hollywood Brown probably. What do we make of the Chiefs going into the season? Obviously, a new O-line. They got a rookie playing left tackle, Joe Tooney in Chicago. What should we expect from the Chiefs this season, JB?
Well, I mean, They're the Chiefs until proven otherwise. That's still Pat Mahomes still proven otherwise. If there's anybody you do want to question, if there's anybody, you question Travis Kelce with him getting up there in age. But Pat, Andy Reid, they'll figure it out. And that defense has been getting better and better over the last couple of years. So I think they're the favorites until proven otherwise.
Cody, what you think for the Chiefs this season? Pacheco just runs for a first down.
I mean, I think the Chiefs are going to be the Chiefs, but I feel like, and this is all kind of to you, your Broncos have and the Chargers have shrunken the gap. I feel like the AFC West, this kind of echo kind of what Chris Sims, and I don't ever agree with anything Chris Sims says, but he said it last night that this year could be the year that the Chiefs might not win the AFC West. And I think that's possible just because, like, you've kind of, like in those years, the years with the Patriots running like AFC East, AFC East, or whatever. And then you had those couple of years there that the Jets did it with like the Mark Sanchez and Rex Ryans and whatever. Like, this kind of could be kind of like that lull period in the Chiefs dynasty that where they are going to come back down to earth. They're still going to be good, but I think that the teams around them have gotten better. And like I said, your Broncos and the Chargers, I mean, it's arguably the best coaching division in football, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't think it,
Absolutely the best division in football right now.
I don't think there's no argument there. So we're looking at this game right now. So obviously the Chiefs are moving. They're in the red zone right now, start and goal. Obviously, I'm going to talk about Justin Herbert. Nick, you went on the show Tuesday, Cody, but that's Nick's MVP for this season.
Justin Herbert?
Yes, Justin Herbert is his MVP. I took him in fantasy football in our draft. But what are his expectations now? Like, this is like now what year? I think this is year 5 for him. Obviously, he's working on. This is his 3rd coach now in the league because he had Anthony Lynn, he had Staley, now he got Harbaugh, and we've seen him have these flashes of greatness. He's definitely a top 10 quarterback, not even close, especially talent wise. But obviously, he hasn't got over the hump of the playoffs. Everybody will still bring up what happened against Jacksonville, blowing the 27-point lead. Last year, everyone brings up how they was up 3. He had interception in the regular season, but he threw 4 against the Texans. What's the pressure like for Justin Fields, you guys think?
Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert. So I've always been a Justin Herbert fan. I mean, I think that even back in his time in Oregon, I always thought he was good. I feel like Justin Herbert just needed somebody that could see. And I liked Anthony Lynn. But I felt like the what's his name? He had between what's his name? Staley's just like he was just oblivious, right? Like he was just terrible. And he had that year with Kellen Moore as an offensive coordinator. Mm-hmm. And then I feel like Harbaugh's gonna finally get. I feel like if anybody can get it out of him, it's gonna be Harbaugh, right? Like, and it took a year. Last year, okay, they're coming together. He had his first year with Ladd McConkey. Quentin Johnson couldn't catch a cold. Mike Williams wasn't there, and they didn't really have like much of a run game. I think this year people are expecting Hampton to be good. Keenan Allen comes back into the fold. Ladd McConkey's in year 2. They have this second year with the Greg Roman offense, play action, get the ball down the field, run the ball. And I feel like that's going to work for Herbert because people forget the dude he's sneaky athletic. Dude is like what Aaron Rodgers was early on in Aaron Rodgers' career, like just can run up the field and get 10 or 12 yards if he wants to. It does because he's just big, tall dude, right? He's everything that we feel like that Trevor Lawrence should be, right? Like I feel like Justin Herbert is still that. And what's probably been Justin Herbert's problem is his health. His health has always kind of backfired on him when he needs it to be, and then he comes off of it, and he can't live up to the billing after that. So I think this year he doesn't really have an excuse anymore, I guess, is what I'm saying. Like I think he's going to do well, but he doesn't have an excuse anymore.
What about you, JB? What's your expectation for Justin Herbert?
Throughout the time I've watched him, going back to Oregon, the onus has always been the same with Justin Herbert. Big time player, big time arm, strengths in the big moments. He's never shown up when it's mattered. Regular season, if you want to for your fantasy team, hey, good on you. You're going to get great out of that. But January, either he's not going to go or he hasn't shown up at all. And that's been the onus on him. That's been his reputation. But also, at the same time, that's okay. Because that was the same thing what happened with Peyton Manning when he was in the league. He didn't win his first playoff game until he was 27. Matt Ryan didn't win his first playoff game until he was 28. So, like, it's not over for him, but he does have to prove those doubters wrong. But the ability's always been there. It's never been a question. Like Cody said, like last year, first year, with a lot of people, new coach, new scheme, also wide receiver issues. They happen to luck in the lab McConkey, who happened to show up and become viable for them. They bring Keenan Allen back, who's familiar, who can still ball, who had a down year, so people are going to sleep on him. Like, he has an opportunity in year 2 with this coach and this system, with more weapons, with an improved weapon set, rather. And in second year, Lab McConkey, Najee Harris, and Amarion Hampton to do something. Like, the loss of Rashawn Slater sucks, but they got Joe Alt, so that they lucked out in that regard. That right side might be a little bit vulnerable, but you can account for that. They're in pistol and shotgun most of the time anyway. But you can work around that. As long as they stay healthy and he stays healthy, they should be in the playoffs this year. This is a very good team, and he's a very good player. That's never been in doubt.
Let's go there. Let's stay there with the Chargers. You brought up all that dish. Rashawn Slater. No one wants to lose their left tackle a month before the season, the season-ending injury. Obviously, the whole Najee Harris situation was just, like, I mean, come on there. You gotta say, you think like, come on, guy. But obviously, they draft Marion Hampton in the first round. They still got McConkey. They're bringing back Keenan Allen probably for a swan song. Cody, can they overcome a loss like Slater and obviously, and what is Najee Harris going to be in this offense? To me, because I think Amarion Hampton is going to be the number 1 running back.
Get the ball back to the home.
Right now, I think that Najee Harris is there. I mean, you've already seen it. They've run 3 running backs out there already tonight. I mean, you've seen Amarion Hampton got the first few snaps. He got, even though they said Najee was going to be number 1 tonight, and we've already seen Hassan Haskins, which to me, he's never going to go. Harbaugh's never going to let Haskins leave the fold at this point because he's a Michigan guy, and he had him at Michigan, and he knows what he's going to get from him. And he always seems to be, and this is what pisses me off as a fantasy player and a DFS player, is I put my eggs in the basket of the 1 or 2 running backs that you know that are the 1 and 2, and Hassan Haskins always decides to come in here and fuck it up for me. So that's how it is. But I feel like that when you talk about the loss of Rashawn Slater, you need to talk about Alt. So they move Alt over from the right side back over to the left side, and then they have the anchor on the other side on the right side, Mekhi Becton, that came over from the Eagles, which that's big, right? Like that's big for them. And so, which he was kind of hurt a little bit. He's been sick, they said, tonight. So I feel like that offense, Najee Harris is just there to be there. I think he's just there. He was there for moral support at this point, I guess. But I mean, he could surprise us. But I think this is going to be the Hampton show, and I put a lot of stock in him especially for fantasy purposes this season. So I think he's going to be
wide open. McConkey cross.
Got him.
I haven't got the first down.
Well, back when
let's go there, JB. Your Georgia boy right there.
Hey, back when it was at UGA, I used to call him Teacup because he reminds me of a shorter Cooper Cup.
He does. I mean, look at him. I had him in fantasy last year. He did wonders for me. And obviously, with them trading Keenan Allen last year, they didn't get the production from Quentin Johnson as they thought. Lamb McConkey was a godsend for Justin Herbert. And now they get Keenan. You're hoping that they can get something more on the outside because you want to put good use to that, to how great that arm talent Justin Herbert has. But talk to us about McConkey. You saw him play in Georgia. You saw him last year in his rookie year. What does he bring in to Justin Herbert? It seemed like it seems like they didn't need much. It just seemed like it was already, the chemistry is just there.
The thing about Lad McConkey is that there's no real holes in his game. Like, he can run screens, he can run the quick stuff, he can run over the middle, he can go deep. Like, he's an excellent route runner as well. There's really not so much he can't do. Just a matter of him getting experience and him being in the league and knowing what the league is going to be like and adjusting to what the corners are going to be. And also him having some help opposite him to help free him up. Because it's not going to be before too long before people really start keying in on him. But he was a steal. Like, when Georgia won its 2 championship games, people talk about Brock Bowers, but Lad McConkey was right there with him the entire time.
Absolutely. That was I got
2 dogs. You got 2 dogs.
Being a Georgia fan myself, I watched it a lot, and Lad was always there. He was always like that kind of, and I hate saying this just because he's a white dude, right? Like that, but the Julian Edelman, Wes Welker, like trusty sidekick or the Robin to the Batman or the quarterback or whatever. I felt like that Lad McConkey made Stetson Bennett and Jake Fromm look like when they were quarterbacks for Georgia way better than what they actually were. And we've seen that, right? Like, we've seen that. Was it really Lad McConkey and Brock Bowers, or was it Stetson Bennett and Jake Fromm? So, I mean, we've seen that. And that, I think Lad McConkey, I have so much Lad McConkey in fantasy this year. And he was going to be one of my captains in DFS tonight. And I don't know what God decided to do. It locked me out of DraftKings. It wouldn't upload any of my lineups, so I didn't get in any lineups tonight. But my other 50% of my captains were going to be Xavier Worthy, so he lost him in the 3 plays in. So I think God was like looking out for me and say, yeah, you don't need to spend all that money tonight because I'm going to make this kid quit, not play after the 3rd play.
Yeah, that was crazy. It was solid. Xavier Worthy left early in the 1st quarter, and I was not coming back. Let's say this is a serious injury for Worthy. You already now down Rashid Rice. It seems like you got Hollywood Brown. I mean, what are we expecting from Travis Kelce this year besides the fact that he's getting married next summer or whatever? Or the fact that his fiance is now being rumored to possibly be the headliner at the Super Bowl. What are we expecting from Travis Kelce this late in his career now? I'll start with you, Coach.
I think that he's going to be there. He's going to be like more or less like red zone type threat this season, I think. And I feel like there's going to be you're going to see a lot of Noah Gray instead of Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce's going to be out there.
Too far.
But it's like, I don't think that we have to. I think we're looking at like the Gronk years with Tampa, with Tom Brady, with Kelce right now. Like, he doesn't have to be, or maybe he will have to be without Worthy and Rice. But it's Kelce's gonna be. We're gonna see a lot of Kelce's face, but not a lot of his hands. If that makes any sense.
Gotcha. Justin Herbert just overthrew Lad McConkey right now. Could have just walked into the end zone right now. 2nd and 10 with
that guy beat
4 left in the half.
My question to you guys: do you guys like watching this visually? Do you like watching it on YouTube? Like, on YouTube, does the game look visually appealing to you or not?
It doesn't look different. Maybe I'm because I haven't seen anything different. I think it's just the NFL's trying to see whatever they're gonna go to the well on as many platforms as possible to see what hit and what missed. And obviously, everyone knows YouTube is big. Remember this game last year when they had Chiefs versus the Eagles. I mean, Eagles versus the Packers. It was on Peacock.
Yeah.
So I guess they really didn't get a good. Maybe they didn't get a good response with the Peacock numbers, probably.
And we had
Now-
Peacock last night. So we I guess
Yeah, I mean, we got Peacock for for last night, but I don't know. Maybe they thought that was going to be different, being only on Peacock. But
Patrick Mahomes puts
It was the first time. It was the first time.
performing
the
at
numbers did
halftime
look
in their
right.
native country of Brazil. So this is going to be so. Put your popcorn ready for this one. One of the biggest pop stars in the world.
trying to beat.
You like listening to Rich
Country.
Eisen and Kurt Warner?
You do.
Yeah, I like Rich. Look, Rich. Look, I know. Look, I watch Rich Eisen show every day, so I'm biased. So I'm biased, but him and Kirk provide a dynamic. Because I guess maybe because they do NFL Network, they do a game day morning, so it seems like it's just the chemistry is always there with them too.
A few guys know each
But
other.
look, they had to struggle. Look, the NFL had to struggle to find some of these guys. You know, I was happy seeing Cam Newton. I was wondering why Cam wasn't on first take today because he was in Puerto Rico doing the pregame with Kay Adams. So,
Whether the game was born.
so yeah, I think Rich is cool. I mean, he's better than most.
Or wherever you run out of grass. The score is not nearly as important as how you celebrate.
Well, as they're showing this ad for flag football in Puerto Rico, let's clear something up for everybody who got in their feelings over the week.
Where were
They
you?
will not be having commercials during the red zone. They're only going to be like what we saw right now, 15-minute ad. There's only going to be like 4 ads.
For the wrestling fans, for us wrestling fans,
So
people that never watch wrestling would never understand this. But for the ones of us that watch wrestling, you're gonna never even notice it's up there.
not.
I'm gonna be sitting there, and this is a question. This is something I put on Twitter. I think Ari Merirov, he posted it, and he posted an explanation and everything. And my tweet was the fact that people are still watching Red Zone for 17 hours of commercial free.
Oh, wait till we get to calling out names. Save it, Cody. Wait till we get to calling out names. Oh, I know who you're talking about. Wait till we get to calling out names. Oh boy, I cannot wait to call out names. We're gonna revisit this topic. But
Okay.
yeah.
All right. My thing is just think about this. Everybody just thinks about the fact that people still watch it for 7 hours of commercial free football.
Yes.
Think about that. And I've got something for that.
Yes. Look, I watched Red Zone for the last decade plus. It is one of the greatest inventions in television, and I've had Sunday Ticket too. So trust me, I've had Red Zone. I've had the direct Sunday Ticket with Andrew Siciliano. I've had the regular Red Zone, which is now with Scott Hansen since direct.
I like Siciliano. Like I started with Siciliano. I started with him because I went straight from direct ticket to Red Zone and then went to Scott Hansen. I hated Scott Hansen for the longest time.
Well,
I did.
Siciliano's the greatest when it comes to that. When it comes to doing the Red Zone, I hated that. They didn't keep him on afterwards, but I'm happy for him. He got a dream job. Now he's the voice of the Cleveland Browns. Good luck. But yeah, he was the man when it came to the Red Zone. And that was the best part of it. With the Red Zone, and they had the Fantasy Zone channel. But wait till call down names. We're definitely going to revisit this Red Zone conversation. People who watch Red Zone. Right now, 59 seconds left. It's less than less year and a half.
Since I missed Tuesday, and I'm sure you guys talked about it. I know we're NFL right now, but how did you feel about the first weekend of college football? Like how did
most of it was boring.
It was good for me. Tennessee won, so I was good. Georgia won.
But most of it was boring. I actually fell asleep during Texas Ohio State.
I was working, but I kept tabs during the game during Texas Ohio State. But look, I think Arch. Look, he had a bad game. And I was trying to say this. Matt Patricia did that to grown men. Imagine what he's going to do to a bunch of 20-year-old boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did that to grown men. He made grown men look that mortal. A kid who started his first college game on the road wasn't finna see a bunch of disguises that Patricia laid out. And there was nothing that Arch could do. Now, he did get going late in the fourth quarter, but it was a little too late. I think that Ohio State defense beat them up pretty good. So, but everyone's ready to throw them. I'm not. Look, the whole generational talent conversation. It's whatever. But he's going to be a good quarterback. It's just going to take some time.
I want to smack Ryan Clark. I said that Ryan Clark fast. That would be my calling out names if we're doing that shit. Because
we're doing that at the end of, we're doing calling out names. That's
okay. Ryan Clark can get the work for me tonight. Just
45 seconds.
We're gonna talk about it. We're definitely gonna talk about it because Ryan Clark was one. But as far as the weekend in whole, I thought LSU Clemson game was pretty cool. Obviously, Miami beating Notre Dame. But we gotta talk about your boy Billy, about your boy Chapel Bill.
Backhand smash patties. Got off the grill.
His
girlfriend entered the transfer portal.
She might have. She probably got lost. Shut up. Let me be real.
Can she even legally drink?
Game, and I'm like,
I think she's like 24 or something like that.
24. She's 24.
She can rent a car barely? Barely rent a car?
Pretty much. She's 24 and Belichick's 72. They scored that first touchdown and then gave up 41 unanswered.
They went down the first drive. First drive scored, and then the rest of the game not.
But you know what though? Bill doesn't. I mean, they'll win. Like it'll turn it around. This team might be a 500, just a little bit over 500 or whatever. This is his first year. His and Lombardi's first year there. Bill's got this great buyout, right? Like he's got this great buyout. His contract says that his son gets the first kid. So I don't know, man.
All I know is people laughed and ridiculed the Falcons for not signing him. I'm grateful we didn't.
I don't know if it's Bill so much as it is like the fact like he's just he has not like evolved. Maybe is what I'm looking for is like he hasn't grown, or the fact of the game like that's why Nick Saban is not in college football right now. He's like he knew that he couldn't compete money wise. Now I feel like it would have been he probably would have had more instant success with your Falcons than he has here at North Carolina. But because North Carolina doesn't have if this was basketball and he could pay all those people, absolutely this would be different. So like they don't have the football money like that.
From London, right?
It's a basketball school. I know they had MJ and Roy Williams there, but we all know UNC's a basketball school. It's always going to be a basketball school. Getting Belichick was, trying to rile up the boosters. Maybe they get more money, more NIL. But let's be real. They'll always be basketball school, and then they can do about it.
I mean, I can't name a total handful of North Carolina football players outside of Julius Peppers and Giovanni Bernard. Like that's in my head. Those are the two that stick out to me. And I'm blanking. Other than
you cannot forget about the Falcons' great. Big throw. Got him. When you think about UNC football players, you cannot forget. You cannot.
You gotta check it.
You gotta clock it.
There you go.
When you talk about UNC football players, you also cannot forget Falcons great Algernon Darius Crumpler.
Oh, Algie Crumpler. Yeah, I forgot he played at UNC.
Well, I thought Algie Crumpler was someplace else. But yeah, good catch right there.
And also Hakeem Butler. Fooled everybody.
Hakeem Nicks went to North Carolina.
Hakeem Nicks, that's what I'm thinking about. Hakeem Nicks.
Hakeem Nicks went to North Carolina. Obviously, Lawrence Taylor. Lawrence Taylor would be the greatest player to come out of North Carolina.
Yeah.
Taylor, but that's it. I mean, Lawrence Taylor, Julius Peppers were probably the two greatest. Or probably when you think North Carolina, that's almost picked off. Probably the two names that
I can also think of one, Mitchell Trubisky.
Yeah. So,
We
that's the guy who got
talk
that's the
about
guy
that.
playing with
And
me.
Sam Howell, too. There you go. There's your two quarterbacks from.
Well, Drake 3 now because Drake may.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Also, Jeff Saturday
That's right. Jeff Saturday did go to North Carolina.
and Dre Bly.
Drake Bly with the North Carolina?
Dre Bly with the North Carolina.
Drake Bly, former cornerback.
That's a pull.
Lions cornerback. Third and 10, 17 seconds left. They're driving. There they go. Timeout. Flag on the false start.
This line has got to get in sync, man.
This is gonna be what make or breaks the Chiefs this season. Is this O line gonna be it?
Oh yeah, they'll figure it out.
Yeah, Jawad Taylor's ass, the one that always gets the jump anyway. So
respect that from a Gator.
That's real.
Expect that from a Gator.
Except for Kyle Pitts.
Well, what's he gonna do this year?
Be a tight end too in fantasy. That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna win you a week.
I think Kyle Pitts is going to do a lot better than he has in recent years. I'm not sure if he'll have the numbers that he had his rookie with Matt Ryan, but this is the first time in his entire career that he ended the season with a quarterback and going into a new season with the same guy.
Mm.
So he's had 6 quarterbacks his entire career, same like Drake London's had 5.
But the fact of the matter is Drake London doesn't matter who the quarterback is, and he's still better than Kyle Pitts with a bad quarterback. That's the problem. Like I'm just like I'm dumbfounded because Drake London makes it doesn't really matter who the quarterback is. He even made what's his name? Oh boy, Desmond Ridder from Cincinnati look decent at times.
At times.
Oh my God.
Well, what the hell?
Let it get out of bounds. Did you get it? You got it off the top.
Oh, he got it all.
It's in there, Bucker. He'd have kicked it from 1 yard further. That's a 6-point fantasy score as opposed to 5 now.
Right. He's a shitty human being, but damn, he can kick.
Cody, so going to halftime is 13-6. We'll take if you got any fantasy football questions for Cody, y'all can put them in the chat. Any DFS, any questions on any bets, y'all can put them in the chat for Cody. And he can obviously Tuesday. What was your Super Bowl pick? When we did the Super Bowl picks on Tuesday.
But what a finish in the first half.
Are we talking about 2 teams or are we talking about the winner?
Both. So we'll work on that this half and come out.
Who's playing and who's winning?
And 4 touchdowns instead of field goals on the.
I haven't really put a whole lot of thought.
How do you unlock this thing?
We got time to Tuesday. So to give you a little update, so we gave our picks for the Super Bowl. So those who missed the show on Tuesday, we all gave our picks. And shout out to Tanisha from Main Event Mamas and of course my man Antonio Ricone for joining us. But I got Eagles. I got the Bills beating the Eagles. Nick has the Ravens over the Lions. Mark has the Bills over the Niners. Our boy Tony has the Rams over the Ravens, and then Tanisha, being the homer as she is, he has the Jaguars over the Rams.
That's crazy.
The Jaguars over who?
She's the Jaguars fan. She was speaking only with her heart. Over the Rams, though, Code.
The Rams?
So we're getting ready for the Verizon halftime show with Carol G live in Brazil. How do y'all feel about these international games, though?
I like the other than the ones that are like super early in the morning because I don't get up to watch those.
Philly Mike is in the chat. He says breaking news: the NFL has suspended Eagle. No, that ain't. No, they has suspended for the remainder. There's no way.
There's no way.
They ain't suspending them. Come on, Mike. Don't be. Don't
for the rest of the season.
Don't read the clickbait. Don't read the clickbait. I wasn't even gonna finish that. He's probably. Let's talk about that situation last night. That clearly baited Jalen Carter.
Absolutely, but Dak won't never. The way that he can talk his way out of shit.
Yes, and I had no problem with Dak did pretty much pull the veteran move. We can criticize Dak Prescott a lot, but he's been in the league 10 years and he knew whose buttons to push. And Jalen Carter, we all know, and you guys know him very well, being Georgia fans. He can be a little hot-headed sometimes. And this was clearly what happened. Dak pretty much, he was talking stuff to Dak, to the Cowboys rookie center. Dak,
He was talking to him. My bad. Go ahead.
Dak basically saying, he wolfed back because he had to stand up for his rookie, and he baited him by spitting in his direction. He spit in his direction, not on him.
That's still some wild times, though.
So I don't understand.
No. If you're Jalen, man, you can't do that.
No, you can't. It was
Like,
disrespectful. Clearly disrespectful.
You can't do that. I don't care what Dak is doing. I don't care what Dak said. If he disrespects you, he hurts you, or anything of the sort, you get to hunt him for 4 quarters.
That's right.
You get to make him feel it for 4 quarters. And on top of that, you get the benefit of adding an L. Like your whole defensive game plan was mostly wrapped around you. And you are selfishly and idiotically taking yourself out? Yeah, you tell him, Jack. That's my nephew in the background.
Look, and I guarantee you, Sirianni, Howie Roseman, they ripped him a new one. I guarantee you. I guarantee you those veterans in that locker room told him, you can't be that stupid. Because I'm gonna say I give him, he showed some compassion because he really had no choice to. But you gotta know better than that. This is what people were talking about with you at the end of the draft as we're getting ready for the halftime show with the one and only Karol G presented by Verizon. They showed the first touchdown right there to Quentin Johnson, and then the only touchdown of the first half, Quentin Johnson, Justin Herbert to Quentin Johnson, and the score is 13-6. And there's Kay Adams and Cam Newton on the halftime show. Let's go to you, Cody. I don't think he's going to get suspended at all. I think they're probably going to find him, but they are showing that they're really taking this sportsmanlike conduct, the sportsmanship like conduct stuff serious. Because I thought the flag on Nolan Smith was trash. My personal opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like they were out to get him at that point. So, I feel like they called a whole hell of a lot of penalties on the Eagles last night when they shouldn't have. But I mean, I was driving home from the airport and I had the game on, and I heard like he was being being ejected, and I'm screaming at the radio, and my wife's like, "What the hell is going on?" And I'm like, "Yeah, literally the best player on the Eagles defense just got ejected." So over something, and my wife, she watches football. She in my house, we all hate the Cowboys. So she's like, I bet Dak did something to make him do that, because why would he have just done something stupid like that to get himself ejected? Well, during the rain delay, we see what Dak did, and I was like, yeah, that was totally like mind games. It's literally some Triple H 2003 type cerebral assassin like mind games that he just played with Jalen Carter, and he baited him into spitting on him, and now Jalen Carter already is maybe got a kind of a target on his back as being what happened back at Georgia. So, like, anytime to get that out, and it just – I don't think he's going to get suspended. You're going to find the shit out of him, but he'll play next week. Yeah, and that's kind of like, okay, well, he's back. Teams still have the game plan for him. So that kind of like what – kind of leading to what your question was, Super Bowl pick. I think it's the Bills and the Eagles. That's the teams that are going to go. If you want my going to go prediction, it's the Bills and the Eagles. I think the Bills finally get over the hump. But the teams I want to go, I'm going to be a homer, and I'm going to say the Texans beat the Commanders.
Okay. Well, it's kind of crazy. I'm kind of upset because that is like I said, that's my pick, Bills and the Eagles. But I'm seeing a lot of people, and I saw Kyle Brandt had it. I've seen Peter Schrager had it. What up, Bill Will? I've seen Peter Schrager had it. I'm getting a little upset that all these teams are now picking the Bills versus the Eagles because everybody wants to see the Bills and Josh Allen get over the hump. But we'll see. I mean, the Texas Commanders, obviously, you never know. And all he takes, look, any given Sunday,
I think what happens Sunday, us against the Rams, is going to show a lot. I don't like the 49ers pick at all now after what we know from with Christian McCaffrey. This is going to be another one of those seasons that anytime, even if he does play, it's going to be like, is he hurt? You know what I'm saying? Like he kind of was at the end of his career with the Panthers. So I feel like that's it.
Oh, AC with a question. So before the field goes, Gray ran out of bounds. The clock was supposed to stop, but it didn't stop, and they had to rush the field goal. Yeah, so they didn't get out of bounds in time, so that's why they had to rush the field goal. So, and it worked. I mean, they got what they needed. So they was probably going to go for a field goal anyway. So, as Carol G and her mini dancers are just killing the field in Brazil right now. Oh my Lord!
See,
gracias. Gracias. Shout out to those who speak Portuguese.
Yeah, that's a hard language to learn.
And the coconuts. Back to the show. But what about last night with the Eagles? As we're watching Carol G, how did the Eagles look to you guys? What up, Noodle?
Sloppy. They look very sloppy, very
like
out
a
of
Super
sync.
Bowl team, like a Super Bowl team to me.
Like a hangover. They look like a Super Bowl hangover to me.
That's what I'm talking about. Like a team that's always come out like 2 years ago when the Rams came out and got their ass destroyed by the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, I feel like they were lucky to get out of there with the win. If CeeDee Lamb had brought his hands with him, that would have been a Cowboys victory.
Ooh, 3 drops.
Four
drops. And he had 7 all last year. So he's already more than half. He's already at more than half.
Didn't they sign Zadarius Smith this morning, though?
Eagles,
yes, they did.
Yeah.
That's why I was kind of like, but he's more of an edge rusher, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
But that's depth rotation in there for Nolan Smith. And, they lost Bryce Huff in the free agency. Right?
Yeah, they lost a lot of depth.
AC said, what's the point of having AJ? It's the same thing as last year. Well,
I want to tell you on this. I do not like AJ Brown. I will be the first person to tell you that.
And I think he's going to go. This is going to be the same thing that happened when they lost Shane Steichen. I think Ryan Clark said it, or I think Orlowski said it this morning. This is going to be the blues of the Eagles keep losing these coordinators because obviously he didn't have only 3-16 for Devontae Smith, 1-8 for AJ Brown. Obviously, the big play went to Jahan Dotson was probably the biggest play, and obviously they were just running.
Receptions went to Goddard.
Yeah, so this new offensive coordinator, I forget his name. He's got work head out for him because he's gonna have to try to get these guys bought in and get the offense under control.
But I feel like Hurts, he stayed in the pocket a lot last night. I mean, he only ran when he needed to, right?
Right.
He didn't run scared. He didn't run like he was running for his life or the offensive line being what he does. He stood in there and winged it when he had the chance, but it just felt like the momentum kind of shifted a lot. When they lost Carter, it kind of took things off. And then after the rain delay, the game was just unbearable after that. So
yeah.
So even trying to play through that though.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. It just Jalen Hurts. Like, I've been called a hater. Like, I don't think he's an elite quarterback.
You got to save space, JB. You got to save space here. Say your theory. Say your point. You got to save space here.
I don't think he's an elite quarterback. I don't think he's top 10.
He's not.
I think he's top 12, 15-ish.
Right. That's not a negative take. That's accurate.
And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think people conflate what they think about him as a person with him as a player. Like, he only had one pass last night of more than 10 yards. Every other pass was under. Like, that's kind of insane to think about, that all you're doing is like throwing short to intermediate routes. You're not taking any shots, and you have the talent that you have around you. And sure, you can talk about coordinators and stuff all the live long day, but it's you're playing safe.
That's right. You're preaching to the choir, JB. Look, we had the show when we did the NFC East 2 days, and me and Mark almost walked off the set when Miami, can't say his name now, but basically saying that Jalen Hurts was better, that he would take Jalen Hurts over Joe Burrow and Josh Allen. And I was like, then, and we was
What?
like,
Sorry.
I'm like, what game are you watching? We're like, no, like even my boy, even KC said it. Cody, I was like, what are we talking about here? I'm not taking you're not taking Jalen Hurts over no Josh Allen or no Joe Burrow. You're not taking him over Mahomes. You're not taking him over Lamar. You're not taking him over Matthew Stafford. You're not taking him over Justin Herbert. What are we talking about?
You're not taking him over Stafford. You're not taking him over Goff. You're not taking him over.
I mean,
you're not taking him over Baker.
I will say that Jalen Hurts, when he's at his best, and that's like the Super Bowl, right? Like the Super Bowl was best Jalen Hurts. Mm-hmm. He's top. I think he's top 5 at that point. But like regular season, when the game all depends on how the game's going around him, if that makes any sense. So like talent wise, he's got a great set of wheels, and he can push the pile, and the tush push and all of this kind of stuff works, right?
The traits.
Those are good and fine and dandy, but like I don't know if Jalen Hurts, if you put him with the Browns, if he's
no, he doesn't.
Even if you put him at the with the Dolphins, like put him with the Dolphins, like with Tua, he's Tua at best, right? So like that's what I'm saying. Like I still think I'll be a homer. I still think CJ's better than him. I think Goff's better than him. Obviously, we know Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar. That's 5 already better than him. I think Stafford's better than him. That's 6. Hell, we might even see a shitty 42-year-old Aaron Rodgers with a different team be better than him. I don't know that, but I'm saying there's 6 for sure.
We
Joe
can
Burrow,
see
7. I forgot Joe Burrow, 7.
And Baker.
Herbert, maybe 8.
And Baker.
Trevor Lawrence with Duval could be better than him. We could finally get the Trevor Lawrence that I went out on a limb for and bet my whole fantasy career on 2 years ago, and he shit the bed. But
Boy, I'm sorry.
You got me last year. You got me last year, Cody. You got me last year. Hey, real quick, I want to pivot right quick because we're all wrestling fans here. We know next Friday night is Worlds Collide going down in Vegas with NXT and AAA. I'm not watching SmackDown right now because I'm on the West, but I just saw the card. They just updated the card for AAA, and I'm gonna get y'all thoughts on this. They're doing a number 1 contenders match with the AAA Reina del Reina's title, where Fabi Apache is going to take on Natalia, which we'll expect is going to be Natty. We got
it's gotta be Natty.
And Mr. Iguana taking on Finn Balor and Roxanne Perez. Iguana, man, you got to get yourself in trouble, man. What are you doing? This fatal 4-way match for the Latin American title is going to be obviously El Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr., Dragon Lee, JD McDonough, and Ethan Page. And then, of course, in the main event, the Mega Championship, El Hijo de Vikingo versus Nessa's favorite person in the world, Dirty Dominic Mysterio. And an appearance by Penta.
Dominic Dos Straps is coming.
God, watch Nessa you say that Nessa's name is gonna appear with that El Rey and Son Luchadores. But no, I'm not taking no Jalen Hurts over all these guys y'all named. I mean, can we stop? Look, he's a good quarterback, but look,
don't say that though. I will tell you, you'll be Uncle Tom or something.
Man, I don't care. Shit. They know how I feel. Look,
don't say that. You'll get called Uncle Tom. Like I get called racist every time I make a statement.
Hey, Cody, tell JB your story. Tell JB your story.
The story about saying, huh?
The Shador story.
Oh yes, saying that I didn't think Shador was that good, and I got called racist for it because I'm just a regular token ass white dude that spouted off factual information and said that he was no better than his. He was going to be Colt McCoy at best in the NFL.
Well, he's Chase Daniel.
Yeah, that's cold.
But I got called racist for that because I didn't because Shador just happens to be African American, and I don't know. That's me. I got pride for it.
Him sitting down is going to be the best thing that happens. Is going to be the best thing for his development.
See, Shador to me was clearly QB2 in this past draft.
Right.
Like with Jackson Dart, like right on his heels. That was the fact that Dylan Gabriel and Tyler Show went ahead of him was just asinine to me.
I just think something. Look, I was shocked he fell to day 3. Well, the moment he fell out of round 3, I was like, okay, something was not right here. But let me say that. But I think a lot of people, this whole theory that the Browns are trying to sabotage him, I think it's a little crazy. It's crazy because I'm not going to question the 2-time coach of the year. I mean, he didn't play with starters. Everyone's going to say he played well. He did not play with starters that game against Carolina. He played with backups too. And I guess they're a little delayed because I guess there's a lot of that pyro still. That smog is still hovering over the stadium right now.
Yeah, halftime's about to come in. Players coming back out to the field.
It was like it was misting or what before the
Carol G set up. At least she didn't destroy the field like Shakira did in Mexico.
They said they fixed this field after last year. It was like
it was a lot of slippery. But here's my question now: what's it going to be like next year? Because they're going to Australia next year.
Crikey.
They're going to Australia
it's
next year.
It's going to be their what? What's the time difference?
It's like a whole like.
Oh Lord! It's like the game will probably be on like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Is it in Brisbane or is it in Sydney?
I totally forgot. They're going to probably talk about it near the end of this game, though.
It's like 5, 6 in the morning.
I think it might be Melbourne. I'm gonna look it up. See,
that's like 5, 6 in the morning, guaranteed.
It's in Melbourne. You're right.
It's in Melbourne. Okay. Yeah, 20. Yeah, it's in. Yeah, they're gonna play at the cricket ground.
Well, I am in Texas, so it is 11:52 a.m. there right now. So it's 10 hours. They're 10 hours ahead. No, they are 12. It is 12 plus.
So
12 plus 3. So they're 15 hours ahead.
15 hours ahead. Like right now, it's gonna be 7 o'clock.
I'm about to switch phones. I'll be right back.
All right, go ahead, Jimmy. But yeah, we're gonna so Gabe, we're gonna kick off the second half. It's like you see the mist is coming into the camera. See how we go. The Chargers start the ball the second half, and here we go. Who you got winning this game, Cody? I did pick. I did do a. Who did I pick for this game? I think we all did. I had I think Nick picked the Chargers, and Nick was the only one out of all of us except our
actually would have
Chargers.
Would have picked. Well, I would have picked last night. I would have picked Philly. I can retroactively say that I was always going to pick Philly.
We all picked Philly. So
I would have went with the Chargers because I hate the Chiefs. So like I would have just strategically went with the Chargers. I'm sure you guys already picked all the other games.
Yeah,
I forgot if y'all did that on Tuesday or Friday. I forgot.
Yeah, we do it Tuesday because we do try to get the Thursday game. We do try to get the Thursday game in. And next Thursday, the first
I can give you since JB's not here right now, I can give you my picks for the week really quick.
All right, let me go ahead and get my paper. I got my paper and get the pen out. All right.
So you tell me which game you want me to start with, and I can go from there, or I can just rail them off.
We go in order. Just go in order. Go in order from the schedule. How's it on a? So we all know everybody was picking Eagles, so we'll give you that. I'll give you the Eagles.
Yeah. And then the Chargers I would have picked the Chargers for sure here.
All right. So the next game is probably what? What's the first game you see?
The first game I see is Bucks Falcons.
Yeah, that's it. That's
not pro shade.
I'll give you the schedule. I'm gonna run it off like this.
Okay.
Cardinals, Saints.
I'm taking the Cards.
All right. You know the rules, Cody. You know how we do this.
Oh, Edgerrin James.
All right. You know how we do this. Okay. Dolphins, Colts.
Alindo Mare.
Oh wow, you picked the Dolphins?
Yeah, over the Colts. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. How do you feel about that situation with obviously they're going Daniel Jones? Incomplete pass, right?
It's another. I want them to lose. Not that I don't feel like. I mean, it's a 1.5 point ball game, and it's actually a 46.5 point total. which would be a game I would like to favor in fantasy this week. So that's something we can talk about later.
And the moment you said Dolphins, look who appeared in the chat.
She knew exactly who I was coming. Yeah,
like
I'm going to Lindo Mare here.
Like Joe Hendry. All right, Raiders, Patriots. Pete Carroll's first game as the coach of the Raiders back in his old camping grounds.
Teddy Bruschi.
All right, going Pats.
In Foxborough.
In Foxborough, they're -2.5.
And I feel like that Pete Carroll's return to Foxborough, it might not be the greatest. Most people forget that he coached the Patriots before Bill Belichick.
That's right. And the Jets. And good coverage right there on the punt return. We got the quarterback bowl, I call this game. Steelers, Jets. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers returned to MetLife against the former Steelers quarterback, Justin Fields.
Ryan Shazier.
All right, got the Steelers right there. He was a baller too for that injury. NFC East showdown. We got the Commanders and the Giants in the nation's capital.
Gotta think. I'm trying to pull one deep out of the bag here.
Mm-hmm. By the way, Jackson Dart, number 2 quarterback now on the Giants depth chart.
Yeah, still should be number 1. He should be number 1. Shouldn't have started Russ.
He'll be. It's just a matter of time.
Week 7, probably. I think. I'm gonna go. I'll say Jason Taylor because forget that he played for the Redskins.
By the way, his Hall of Fame speech, he said Redskins, Dan Snyder. Well, he only had like 6 sacks when he was there. He stole a lot of money. Sorry. The old school expansion.
I met him once, Jason Taylor, at Disney. It was weird.
Crazy. I had no idea that he was married. He was married to Zach Thomas' sister. And then Panthers, Jaguars in Duval. The Jags -3.5.
I think the Panthers cover, but I think the Jags win. So I'm going to go with Keenan McCardell. Actually, shout out to Kyle Brady.
Kyle Brady, wow, that's
Kyle
right.
Brady. I went to law school with Kyle Brady.
You went what?
I went to law school with Kyle Brady.
You serious?
Yeah, we went to law school together.
So this was after he played because he was he in law? Was he ever studying law when he was at Penn State, or this is like?
No, I mean this was after Penn State. So this was after his NFL career. He was an old man.
Yeah, because
I was 23 and he was like in his late 30s.
Wow! Shout out to Kyle Brady. Did I know he was a lawyer studying law?
Yeah, actually, and then I worked at a bank, and his law firm was downstairs in the building, same building. Crazy, small world.
Yes, it is. All right, next game is the Battle of Ohio. Bengals, Browns in Cleveland. Bengals -5.5.
There's a guy, Chris Collinsworth.
Yeah, shout out to Chris Collinsworth.
That's another high-scoring ball game that we could talk about for fantasy. 48.5 points.
Yes, I see that. That's the total right now. JB, we know who JB would be picking in this game. But we got Buccaneers, Falcons, and ATLs. Mahomes scrambles, gets the first down, takes a hit.
Nice smack, though.
Took a good hit.
His over was like 17.5 rushing yards.
He probably get that. He could definitely get that because he's on a.
I think he's got it already.
That was a hit stick right there.
That was a clean hit too, though.
Yeah, it was.
Was that Gilman that hit him?
It was. Is it OA or? I think not Lynn Gilman. There we go. 1st and 10 on their own 30. There's Chicheco nowhere. We got a flag on the play.
The face mask.
Yes. Handily. That was holding. Another holding. It says 74, and that's always Jawan Taylor.
Yep.
Talking about wasting money. But back to this game. Back to Falcons, Buccaneers, Cody.
Work. Oh, I was about to say work done, but you wouldn't be like, which work done?
Which one? Which one?
Let me go Steve Young.
Steve Young, so going Buccaneers. So
yeah,
in his early years. All right. Speaking of Steve Young, his other former team, the 49ers, they're in Seattle. Sam Darnold's debut as a Seahawk as a sidearmer sidearmed it. So you got Seattle 49ers and Seahawks from Seattle with the Niners minus 1.5.
3:05 kickoff. 4:05 kickoff.
4:05 kickoff.
Shit. I want to say that the Seahawks make a difference, and then this Christian McCaffrey business makes a difference, but I don't think so. I still shout out to my guy George Kittle. So I'm gonna go with Vernon Davis here.
All right,
49ers.
49ers there. All right, and then go to my squad. The Titans versus the Broncos in Denver. Cam Ward's first game against us in the Mile High.
Bill Romanowski.
Romo, yeah. Bill Romanowski. Salute, Mile High salute there. All right, and then the next game is the NFC North Showdown. As Micah, well, we don't know yet where he's going to make it. We'll talk about him. We'll talk about Micah Parsons in a minute, but his new team, the Packers versus the Detroit Lions, is probably going to be CBS's game of the day with Nance and Romo on it, if I'm not mistaken. So, but they're in Lambeau with the Packers minus 1.5 over Detroit.
Javid Best.
Former Cow.
Jesus, that's a throwback name.
Yeah, God, his career got cut short because of concussions.
But he was an Olympian too, so shout out to Javid Best.
Shout out. All right, speaking of Cal, go down here out in my city, LA, where we got your Texans. We already know who you're picking this one, Cody. Against the Rams.
That's probably a given, but let me think of somebody.
What are we talking about?
Cody's making his picks he didn't get a chance to make his picks from Tuesday. He went here Tuesday, so he's got Texans Rams.
I'll go Vince Wilfork.
All right, and then Sunday night, probably the game of the day, the playoff rematch between the last two MVPs, Ravens and Bills in Buffalo in Western New York.
Shout out to who my dad calls him. He watched him all through the 90s. Jim Choke Kelly.
Damn.
My dad called it. My dad for as long as I've known. Long as I've been around watching football, my dad always called Jim Kelly Jim Choke Kelly.
Ain't got Marcus in here yet because if you ain't got Marcus in here yet to hear that. All right, and then the final one, Monday night, the battle of two of the quarterbacks from the last draft. Obviously, the Vikings, the Bears.
Easy.
Who?
John Randall.
Well, he can talk trash too. Let's talk about that game. As right now, looking at the Vikings have 9. The Chiefs have 9 penalties already in this game. They averaged 5.5, which was 4th fewest in the NFL. Oh my God, that could have been a pick.
It should have been
a pick.
That was Bud Dupree too.
I
forgot that Bud Dupree was still in the league.
Bud Dupree.
What is it about pass rushers that leave the Atlanta Falcons and make plays when they leave?
See, but we'll give him a pass that. Bud Dupree's always going to be a Steeler, though.
Yeah, but he had his best time with the Titans.
Yeah, that's what I always remember him as. Damn Titan.
But he was all right. He was all right in Pittsburgh.
Right. So here
or Kentucky Wildcat.
Can I get to him? Here he goes. There he's running. First down.
There he goes.
Anybody take that 17-yard over?
Ooh!
Wow.
Yep.
Is that Dante Jackson that just got his ass rocked?
He's pretty much there. He's like, dude.
Was that Dante from LSU, Dante Jackson?
Yeah. He took that.
His sorry ass. He sucks.
He took that work from Mahomes right quick. Here we go. Scramble.
Sorry.
I was like, no.
Woo!
I'm pretty sure that's who. That's who it was.
That's not Dante Jackson.
I thought that's who it was. Just looking at him.
It was.
Former Panther, former Steeler.
There we go. Screen. They throw the Hollywood Brown. Let's talk about that last game as the Chiefs are driving. All right, these two young guns, Caleb Williams, JJ McCarthy. Everybody keeps talking about this pressure thing with them two. Are they under pressure? Who's under most pressure? Which y'all think all this pressure talk with J.J. McCarthy and Caleb Williams? Let's start with you, Cody.
I mean, Caleb Williams, I never liked Caleb Williams. I just never thought he was that good at Oklahoma. I never thought he was that good at USC. I mean, if he can't make it in a Ben Johnson offense, I'm sorry. That's just really what I have to say about it. Like, if you can't make it in a Ben Johnson offense, who I was during his time with the Rams, during his time at Cal, I never thought Jared Goff was worth a shit.
Can I interrupt you right quick? I know you know I don't do spoilers, right? JB, it happened.
Uh-huh.
It happened.
You see my header, right?
It happened. AJ Lee is back. Sorry, people. I had to spoil it. It happened because everyone was doubting. What if it was Rhea Ripley? The Chuck Taylors have officially been dusted off, Cody.
Did you not see? But did you not see the tweet with the bot, the WWE shop bot?
Yes.
Okay. I figured as much.
And she actually was wearing. She was actually wearing Converses tonight.
Oh, so she's saving the chucks for Indy.
I guess so.
WrestlePalooza. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have been so out of wrestling over the past few weeks. Like, I've just been living in the highlights. Like,
I don't blame you, brother. Pull up the restaurant off first watch.
Ooh, you can't do that.
It's gonna be crazy. By the way, Punk threw out the first pitch today at Wrigley. So,
but you can't.
Ooh,
but
did he just?
He sure did.
Wesley Tark.
But you can't. But also, on top of AJ Lee at WrestlePalooza, they've also confirmed John Cena versus Brock Lesnar.
Yes. And Cena took on Sami Zayn tonight, but Brock was like, oh, not so fast, my friend, in the words of the great Lee Corso. And it's now official. So I'm saying we now know all of Cena's dates now. Tonight was his final SmackDown. He'll be at Raw, not this Monday, but next Monday in Springfield. Then he'll be at WrestlePalooza. Then we won't see him until we get to Crown Jewel in Australia. He'll make his final 2 Raw appearances in November at the Garden, and in Boston as Mahomes just scored a
touchdown. There he goes, touchdown.
Tied up the ball game.
Here we go, Brazil.
We got a game.
Got a game, Brazil. Here we go.
Brazil.
11 plays, 80 yards in almost 6 minutes. That defense has to be gassed right now.
That's a drive right there.
Khalil Mack tried his best not to bite. He did his best to make sure he didn't bite, but it didn't matter.
Mean, old Khalil Mack would have run him down, but this is old man Khalil Mack.
But back to the question I was saying. What you were saying, I was saying about J.J. McCarthy, Caleb Williams. What you think again, Cody, as far as like the press saying that there's pressure under these two young?
Like I said, I feel like Caleb Williams, if he screws it up during the Ben Johnson offense, then he's just a mid quarterback that they took. We could say bust conversation, but I don't think we're going to get into that conversation. He's not. He will get the Trevor Lawrence treatment.
Mm-hmm.
He'll get time, and I think Ben Johnson will get time. I don't think he's under pressure. JJ McCarthy, I don't necessarily think he's under pressure either, because this is like literally his rookie year, because he lost it last year. And I think KOC is gonna make sure that JJ McCarthy's kind of put in the best position to excel, right? I mean, he's got, people will argue, the best, if not the best wide receiver, top 3 wide receiver, maybe top 2 wide receiver in Jeddah in the league. So I don't feel like they're under pressure. I don't think either one of them are winning the division.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. And I think both of them, possibly this could be that weird division in the NFC that all of the teams, or 3 of the teams, could be playoff teams. Like, we could see that shit. Like, we've seen it before. So I think that could happen.
What about this? Are people going to? I'll go to you now, JB. God dang it. Dang Dodgers, man. I just lost again. JB, what do you think of this conversation about possibly pressure on either Caleb Williams or JJ McCarthy?
It's definitely on Caleb. He's the number one overall pick. He's the guy that they call the generational talent. He's the one that was heralded coming out of USC. He was the number one overall pick in when it was his freshman, sophomore year in college already. Like even though whatever. The point is, he's the one with all the pressure. He's the one with all the hype. He's the one with all the expectations. I mean, of course, if you're a Vikings fan, you want JJ McCarthy to do something. But, it is what it is on that front. But he can boom and he could bust. Of course, he had a year, due to the injury that he missed. But Caleb is like the man of his draft class. Like, he went ahead of Drake. He went ahead of Jaden. He went ahead of JJ. He went ahead of Penix. He went ahead of Bo. Like, he has to be the one, especially since Jaden and Bo have already have playoff appearances and playoff wins under their belt. It's unfair pressure because he went to an organization that needs to build, but that's what comes with being the number one overall pick.
I mean, I still feel like
he's missed the PAT, so it's 13-12 Chargers.
Damn, Butker. I think Caleb Williams is. I mean, I think he gets Bryce Young at worst. Like, I think he gets the Bryce Young treatment at worst. Literally, like, and not to shit on your comment because JB, but think about it like this: Bryce Young was drafted number one overall, and what did CJ Stroud do? Went to the playoffs, and where's Bryce Young? Still there, third coach. And I'm just saying, like, I feel like Caleb, we're not in that place now in the NFL where we're putting pressure on them, but we're not dumping first number one overall picks like we would have, like these old school coaches would have done 3 or 4 or 5, 10, maybe 6, 10 years ago. Like we are now. We're like, okay, we're married to this dude at least for 3 years, maybe 4 if we decide to pick up a 5th-year option. I don't see like organizations doing that besides the freaking Browns. Like it's just, I just don't at this point.
Of course.
The Bears are so starved. The Bears are so starved for a quarterback to throw for 4,000 yards in there that it's not.
They really are, Tig. They really are, Tig. As Mark is now walking into the studio. I'm scoot over right quick. Oh, and down goes
Oh my God, he got ate up. Pause.
Drew Tranquill on the.
But to follow up what you said, Cody, yeah, you as a number one overall pick, that you're supposed to be a tide turning player. Like if a franchise is doing bad, you go number one overall. The expectation is that you're supposed to turn the fortunes of the franchise around. And you're right. Like CJ Stroud has outdone Bryce Young to this point. And we're looking at Bryce sideways because of it still. Well, not because of CJ, but because he hasn't performed. Yeah. And we don't know what Bryce is going to be, and we're going into year 3. Like he got benched for a few games, came back due to injury, and people laud. Oh, good pass. People laud what Bryce has done coming off the bench, but he still has a losing record, even coming off the bench. Like he's performed better, sure, but the team hasn't won anything. They haven't proven anything.
Yeah, no, I get you. I agree. But I just don't. I don't put a whole lot of stock in the Bears to put a whole lot of pressure on Caleb Williams to try to pressure him out the door. This is the team that drafted, and I hate Deshaun Watson. I mean, I'm a Texans fan. I hated when we drafted him. I hated him like at the end when he did all this bullshit at the end, and to this day, like it's crazy. But the Bears are the team that drafted Mitchell Trubisky over Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes. So
yeah,
and then ran with Mitchell Trubisky for 4 seasons. So
Trubisky was a swing, but everybody was looking at Caleb Williams as the generational talent. And I hate that label. I hate that term so much because I think we throw it around too much.
I think there's been like, in my personal opinion, been like 3 generational talent quarterbacks that we thought were going to be generational talent quarterbacks come out in the last 20 years. So I feel like I hate that term too. Like, and the people that are generational talents coming out either bombed out or had careers where they got the shit beat out of them, i.e. Andrew Luck, who was a generational talent. Andrew Luck was a generational talent, and he got his ass beat up to where he had to retire. So, and then you have Trevor Lawrence, who we thought was going to be the next best generational talent, and he's done nothing with it. So I agree. I hate that term. I hate that term too.
And man, if we talk about generational, I literally think it's Andrew Luck, Peyton Manning, Michael Vick in the last 20 years. I think it's those three.
So, give me your thoughts. Let's start with you, JB. What are your thoughts? What are your expectations for Ben Johnson in his first year as the head coach?
I think that that offense it might take a little while for them to get right, but I think by the season's end, like that offense should look like something. Ain't no telling what that defense is gonna look like. They got my boy Grady over there in the middle, who still got some left in the tank. Sad that he's gone from us, but it's the Bears, so it's just. Do we ever really know with them? Do we ever really know?
Cody, what up with it? We don't know, so that's why we're trying to figure out is Ben Johnson. We haven't seen. We've seen what he's done as a play caller, as a coordinator, but now he's going to be a play caller as a head coach. They got Dennis Allen ran the defense, but Cody, I mean, what is a realistic, successful season for Ben Johnson in year one as a head coach?
9-8. I mean, that's just me being honest. I mean,
that division?
I'm saying that's successful. A successful, like, just that division, like, because I'm about to look at. I was looking at their schedule earlier, and I had it. Now I'm gonna look at it, pull it back up because. So, I think they possibly lose the first two. Vikings at Lions. Then we saw what the Cowboys were last night. That's possible. I think they beat the Raiders. They lose to the Commanders. They get the Saints. So I say so far they've got 3 wins. They could beat the Giants. That's 4. Browns. I think they lose Steelers. They could lose the Steelers. They could beat the Steelers. But Eagles, Packers. There's Browns at 6.
No, they ain't beating the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers.
So maybe 5. Maybe 5. Maybe they get 5 wins. But I'm saying successful is a 9-win season. They sneak in. I think they have 5 wins that they can win, and then there's 4 that they sneak in there somewhere.
What you think, Mark? What's a successful season for the Bears?
Honestly, I don't think it's a record number. I think they, as long as they see some development with Caleb, get the offense moving. I think because this is Ben's first year, they can have a bad year, and it'll be okay. But I think that I think right now is just the progression of their players that they drafted, especially last year. They got 2 good picks last year, so I think they want to see development of those players.
Absolutely. Also, what Colston Loveland and Luther Burden are going to look like?
Colston Loveland's going to be like. I think that dude's going to be good. The dude's going to be good. He's going to be like Caleb Williams' best friend.
Yep.
Yeah.
Especially in that Ben Johnson offense, Cole Kmet's going to be forgotten about, but he's also going to be a guy that you're going to be looking at later on in the season too, because people forget that dude can still catch.
Yeah, I was kind of like, whoa, when they drafted Loveland. I mean, I get it. Ideally, I get it, but Cole Kmet can ball. So you add a second tight end, you got DJ Moore, then you add Luther Burden in as well.
Don't forget Rome Odunze.
Don't forget Rome. Also, I do kind of think Rome was kind of made by Michael Penix a little bit. I think all those receivers and that coach was too, but that's another conversation for another day.
I'm seeing what's going on with Caleb DeBoer right now, Alabama.
I'm just saying, I think that's the Michael Penix effect.
What it is.
70, Cody.
470?
No, it's 70.
It's 70 million. 70 million.
DeBoer's buyout at Alabama.
Good.
70. JB.
Pitch and catch.
JB. 70 million.
70 mil, yeah.
70 million to buy out Caleb DeBoer at Alabama.
That man should have stayed in Washington because he would have been a legend.
Absolutely.
They'd have won. They'd eventually ended up winning the Big Ten.
They're the odds right now. Who's gonna be the next coach for Alabama? Tommy Reese is the favorite at plus
Tommy
300.
fucking Reese.
He was a quarterbacks coach there. Also, the quarterbacks coach there. Y'all three guys. Dwayne Schulman from the OC at Georgia now. Lane Kiffin at plus 500. Kenny Dillingham from Arizona State plus 700. Come on, man.
It's week 2.
The only one I want to see off of that list there's 2 of them. There's only 2 I'd ever want to see as Bama's coach. One of them is Lane Kiffin.
Let me run them down, and I'm going to guess who you like. All right, so Marcus Shepard, who's I think he's running back coach, for Bama. Sean Deion Hamilton, who's I think offensive coach with the Lions. Jimbo Fisher at plus 1,200. No, you're not getting D'Amico Ryans. John Gruden at plus 1,400. I just don't know. Matt Campbell at plus 1,800 from Iowa State. And you got John Summerall from, I think, Coastal Carolina at plus 2,200. Not Cody being disgusted by Tommy Reese. All right, Cody, I'm going to guess. One has to be Jimbo Fisher, and the other's Matt Campbell.
Really? No, actually, they're not. I want to see Lane Kiffin. I'd love to see Lane Kiffin back at Bama. Or
Lane Kiffin would definitely be the prodigal son returning.
Everybody hates this take, but I would take that 1,400 and love to see John Gruden just to see if the fucking asshole could do it. Just to see if he could do it, because I want to see if he can actually handle it and do what
Hampton
puts his money where his mouth is.
Right now,
I would want anybody but Deion.
I think Prime would be like the long shot. I don't think he's leaving Boulder. I think he's committed to what he's building.
Okay, by the way, AC just corrected me in the comments. It's Tulane. John Summerall is the head coach at Tulane. Yeah. So, okay, I thought that was Coastal Carolina. Tulane.
I wouldn't mind seeing Jimbo Fisher.
Ask the Texas A&M fans if they want to see that.
That's kind of fun. They got Sirius XM right there next to us.
Yeah, they got Barstool next to John Gruden. I mean,
that's funny.
I thought they had an email.
Yo, you good? Oh, you gotta catch that. Was that good coverage? Let's see. Was that good coverage or without a drop? Quentin Johnson again. Yeah, one touchdown earlier. Here we go.
Why don't you think? I mean, this is to
good route. Now you gotta catch that. Hit you in the head.
Yeah, he got there early.
Shout out to my cousin. Shout out to my cousin right there. But you saw him cramping up.
He gotta catch that.
Yeah, catch that. Come on, man. 3rd and 3. They got to get some touchdowns because you're keeping this game too close for the Chiefs. But yeah, I would want to see. I think Jimbo for me would be someone I wouldn't be shocked Bama go by. They want to go get a big name.
Like you said, they're not getting D'Amico, so you can.
No, they're not getting D'Amico. You're not getting. I mean, Kenny Dillingham. I would just stay at Arizona State. Don't wait the headache. Deion be doing it just for the money. I'm gonna be real.
Must be the money.
Maybe. And Matt Campbell.
Maybe he can bring Shador back.
Matt Campbell better surprise people. That Iowa State team could go on a roll.
I think I could see them going after him, but $70 million buyout for to get Kane on the board. By the way, I learned an interesting story today on 710 ESPN. I was listening to Mason Ireland show today. Sewell Cravens, former Trojan, former NFL safety. He's now at 710. He's doing a lot of fill-in host work, but he's also is an analyst for on 710 for USC and for the Rams. So we all remember when Coach Ed Orgeron was pretty much the interim coach after the whole fiasco with after everything happened with Sark. With Lane Kiffin. With Lane.
Yeah.
So we all remember what happened. What up, Faith? What's up? How you feeling about your boys right now?
Hello, Paulus.
Yeah, Faith's a Chiefs fan. So he tells the story about what happened with Coach O. That Coach O was pretty much promised if he beat Stanford. Remember the infamous game they beat Stanford. He beat Stanford, and they said he was guaranteed the job. Come to find out, that was all a lie. They told him he keeps Stanford, and I guarantee you. And then a lot of players were like, we're staying for Coach O. And they're gonna find out they lost. I think it was after the UCLA game they lost because they ended up playing in the Vegas Bowl that year. And they told Coach O, we're hiring Sark.
Mm.
And that's when a lot of the players transferred. Some went pro. Mahomes will reign again. Okay. Good luck, Faith. By the way, Faith, you're more than welcome to join us. If you want to bring us some Chiefs representation, you're more than welcome. Check the group me for the StreamYard. Let's see.
Yes, come through, Faith. Faith, come through and light it up.
So there we go, 33. There's the touch. There you go, touchdown. Wow,
Got him again.
never said that in 2 years.
Keenan Allen.
Herbert to Keenan Allen for a touchdown.
Wide receiver 1.
Or 3, depending on who you ask. So the touchdown, Keenan Allen back with the Chargers, probably his final season of his career, and gets a touchdown in Brazil. Good route, good blocking. And right there, Keenan Allen wide open. Trent McDuffie can't get to him. Look like, what up, Nova?
They know each other extremely well.
So the CCM family is definitely in the house tonight. Nova's here.
Let me check all my fantasy football stuff.
Yeah.
Nova.
But Coach O got his he did. Look, at LSU, look, Joe Burrow became when Joe Burrow got the LSU, he was not this.
No.
You still can join it's okay. It's okay. We know you shout out. I know you. If you still have any voice left from after watching SmackDown, you know what I'm saying? Yo, chill. Yo, Mark, chill. Oh, chill. Yo, you good?
I'm okay.
Yeah. All right. So we here right now. By the way, this is how they're going to display commercials when the Red Zone channel is on. It's not going to be cutting the commercial. They're going to be picture in picture. By the way, there's Marlon, Marlon, the soccer star from Brazil. Neymar's in the house. By the way, again, a dope halftime show from Carol G and her coconuts.
Content creators here.
Channel Coconut Bro.
Pineapples, I believe.
That was even better.
Smith with a nice return.
Pineapples. It was pineapples. You're right, Cody. All right, 25 seconds left in the third. And we'll definitely we'll see how the party's going to take. We're going to run one play, and then let's recap what happened last night. We talked about Spaghetti race. We ain't got to rehash that. But let's go ahead and just address the elephant in the room with the Cowboys. As Mahomes is going to take this snap, Kareem Hunt line up in the backfield, probably just hand it off, and then they'll just make the walk.
What happened with the Cowboys?
How did and again, it's one game, but could you tell from their defense that they missed Micah Parsons? I'll start with you, Mark.
Surprisingly, I don't think their defense played as bad as what I thought they was gonna be. Again, it's only week 1.
Big time fourth quarter.
If CeeDee Lamb make it,
I haven't talked about it, but I might wait until Tuesday, depending on what we see. We'll see, because there's a lot of stuff I want to say about the whole Kawhi, this whole Clippers Kawhi investigation situation.
If CD make a couple of catches, we're not talking about.
No, really? We'll get some Commanders friend. I forgot.
Yeah, if CD make a couple of those catches, we're not talking about the Cowboys losing.
Cody, what did you make of the Cowboys defense without Micah last night?
I kind of agree with what Mark said. They didn't look as bad as I thought they were going to. Kenny Clark making a sack or a assisted sack early, that surprised me. I mean, but like I told you earlier, I felt like Jalen was really poised in the pocket last night, so it didn't scare him enough. But they at the beginning it felt like they were playing really good, and then all of a sudden I just felt like that Saquon Barkley kind of flipped the switch and then just started running through them. So
yeah,
running through them like the Drizzly shits. So it was just like that's just really what it was, man. So I don't.
The one problem I did have with their defense is they don't have no lane integrity on their D line. Jalen Hurts, more than likely, if he don't get that first read, he go look to run.
Yeah.
It seemed like they forgot who they were playing against.
They don't have that. They don't have that. There's nobody to do that. They do not have a linebacker that's good enough to do that.
What about you, JB? What did you make of the Cowboys defense without Micah?
I think the run defense was very stout. I mean, you hold Saquon Barkley to 18 carries and 60 yards. Sure, he had that one touchdown, but for the most part, you kept him contained. So that was very encouraging. I thought pass rush-wise, there were a couple of moments where they could have used the Micah Parsons or someone of that caliber. The rookie, what's his name, Nzeraku?
Yes.
Was straight up punished at times. My God, he got bullied. But when you're up against the best tackle pairing in football, that's to be expected. Hell of a first assignment for you. But aside from that, like that defense, they look a lot better than I thought they were going to. Like, seriously, like the Cowboys, like we don't talk about like looking good in defeat like that, but the Cowboys look good in defeat. And I think that's in large part to how solid that defense looked.
All right. Cody said he'd be. Oh, Faith in the chat. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Cody be back. He's shaking his mic. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen.
Today is National Cheese Pizza Day. So
yeah. Shout out to Cheese Pizza. Joining us, she represents the Chiefs Kingdom. She is one of the members of the Acknowledge the Dynasty podcast crew. My sister, my oos. What up, Faith?
Hey, y'all. How y'all doing?
What's going on, Oos?
Not much. Still trying to recover, but I gotta watch my boys.
Yeah, I see. So explain to people, how did you become a Chiefs fan?
I'm from Kansas.
You from Kansas City?
I'm born and raised, Wyandotte County.
That's what I'm talking about. That's Jones country. It is. My grandpa's from Kansas City. My mom's dad's from Kansas City. Okay. Shout out
my gosh. Magic.
Now, don't let me check my lineage and find out we cousins or something, John.
It's cold world. If there's any Jones or Williams in Kansas City, the Jones Williams in Kansas, well, Jones particularly. My cousin Nancy's married to Williams, but the Jones family has roots in Kansas City.
We have Jones and Williams in our family. So
my cousin Nancy.
I need y'all to check that family tree ASAP.
That'd be crazy. I got some bloodline in me. Yeet. But it'd be crazy. Because I said my mom's first cousin, my cousin Nancy, who's my mom's first cousin. They grew up together. Her dad and my grandfather were siblings.
Your grandfather and your uncle.
I said her dad and her grandpa. I didn't mean.
Mom's is correcting you. I hear her back there.
No, I said Jones, but I said Jones first. I always said Jones first.
Shout out to moms for the save.
Mom is right.
Don't worry about that. You worry about.
Shout out to moms for the save.
I do. That's all I care. That's all that matters. It's Jones and Watson, and everything else can kick boulders. Kick boulders.
Ooh, good run.
But we were raised.
Your last name is that? I'm saying.
Do your interview.
Yeah, John. Leave moms alone.
Yo, whose side are you on right now?
Moms.
Hater?
All time team moms.
Oh, whatever, Cody. All right.
That's right.
Y'all definitely. Oh, that's funny, Nova.
I got to join Team Mom all the way.
Look at all y'all right now. You know what I'm saying? Kansas City, home of Eddie Griffin, Great Barbecue, the Negro Leagues. Okay, hey, Sam, you good?
Damn right, Sam. You damn right.
It's Mahomes.
There it goes again.
Yeah.
Mommy, there goes that man.
All right, we gotta hear this story. So one of my guys from the 710, my circle of trust crew is here. So I know I've been following this story. The Clippers are under investigation right now for allegedly trying to circumvent the NBA salary cap by giving Kawhi Leonard about $50 million in no-show money. The NBA is investigating, and now they've hired a law firm to look into this investigation as well. So I wanted to bring my guy here. He's actually a Rams fan. He wanted to tell a story about Kawhi, and that's my brother AC Fresh in the building. AC, man, it's been a minute. What up?
What's going on, yo?
Oh, Kelsey wide open.
Oh!
Wow.
Swiftly to the end zone.
Huh?
In the Concord cleats.
It's just one game.
And they're going for 2.
You gotta go for 2 here.
Yeah, I gotta go for 2. How many yards is that?
So tell us, what's the story you got about Kawhi?
A few weeks ago, me and my girl Shay, we went to this soul food festival in San Diego. And not gonna lie, we weren't filming the festival. It was like small. It was like out of elementary school. Parking was bad. We only had like maybe one thing that was to like taste whatever. So we just bounced. And so I found this Creole restaurant called the Louisiana Purchase. That's like close by. So we went there. Damn, why are you jumping?
Oh,
Batted down. Tark batted the pass down.
Yeah. So all right, so we're in there chilling, I'm eating, and then because it's kind of like an inside restaurant. And so I'm eating, and then I kind of looked up to see who was coming in. I seen this tall dude with dreads with shades on. I'm like, damn, this is gonna look familiar. So then I'm like eating on me, and then I'm still looking at him. I'm like, is that Kawhi Leonard? Because I'm thinking, all right, I'm in San Diego, because he went to school out here.
He lives out there.
Yeah. And then I'm like, I don't know. And then I see like, I guess his family, he had like three kids, I think, like 2 boys and a girl. And then I saw his girl too. And so I'm like, yep, that is him. Because someone kind of said his name. I'm like, okay, yeah, so that is him. I'm like, wow. So then I'm eating, and then I guess he was taking his kid to the restroom, and he like walked past me. I told him what's up, and he's like, "Oh, what's up?" or some shit. he got like a deep ass voice.
So, what do you make of the whole situation with this investigation, AC?
Oh, bro, it's kind of wild because it is a little fishy too, because I've been hearing I did see a clip from Ramona's ESPN Sports Center thing with Ballmer, and then also hearing things from Torres too. Also, just to piece it all together. So basically, it was also Ballmer invested $50 million. So the company gave Kawhi the $28, which is going to be $7 mil a year, basically, for him to be the spokesperson or whatever. But it's like, you're going to give money to Kawhi Leonard. Yes, he's a like quote unquote star when he's healthy, but you're going to give it to like, no, this is his personality. Like, he's an introvert. Like, he don't really speak like that unless he has to. But for that to be in that situation, it's kind of weird to me. And I think Ballmer did kind of get scammed because there are different celebrities that's part of it, but it's like we haven't really like know of the company, because if you got those 7 celebrities, we would have known something about the company at least, because obviously you don't plant trees and doing like green stuff, whatever. That's it's kind of sketchy.
So let me get your thought. Let me get the panel's thoughts about. I heard the story. So this is a story again. The Pablo Torre used to work for ESPN. Now has a podcast through Dan Levitar's company and through The Athletic called Pablo Torre Finds Out. And there's this tree planting company who just went bankrupt or whatever, and the owner is going to jail. I mean, got charged with wire fraud. And one of the people that was frauded was Steve Ballmer. Now, in the court documents, they have in there where Kawhi Leonard was placed as a no-show endorsement. Basically, he don't have to show up to do anything, but they was gonna give him $28 million. Well, it ended up being close to $50 million. And they put and here's what the dumb part was. As Mario Hampton scurries down the field, they didn't have to. They put in writing that you don't have to show up. All you need to do is take a picture, make a post, blah blah blah. But you don't have to if you don't want to. Here's where I think they screwed up. Now I don't know what's going to happen with the Clippers. I don't know what's going to happen with Steve Ballmer at worst. We all saw this happen with Joe Smith 25 years ago, trying to circumvent the salary cap. They lost 5 picks. Joe Smith lost his bird rights. His contract got voided.
Yep.
Glenn Taylor was suspended from the team. Kevin McHale was put on leave. If this is true, they're going to go back to the point where Kawhi Leonard only gets his money if he's a Clipper. Because there was rumors, and Mark can tell you, because we've talked. Look, we told people this month. People didn't want to listen to us. Cody, Faith, JB, AC. We said this 6 years ago when Kawhi was a free agent. He was coming to the Lakers, but Uncle Dennis was out there trying to get stuff under the table, and the Lakers don't have collateral like that. At least not right now until their new ownership. They don't have the money like that. But
which is wild to me.
Kawhi was coming to the Lakers until the Paul George situation happened, and I guess Uncle Dennis was able to somehow get this deal done where he had to get this extra $50 million. Mark, I'll start with you. What do you make of the story, and do you think there's any merit to it?
Yes. Reason why I think there's some merit to it is that we saw Steve Ballmer on ESPN last night.
Shout out to him on the show, bro.
Shout out to Momo. If it wasn't nothing to it, I don't think we see Steve Ballmer trying to get out in front of it and trying to, circumvent the story before it actually, really everything started coming out. That just seemed weird to me that he was there doing that. We never see Steve Ballmer doing things like that. Never. And if that's true, that's what they're doing, then I don't know if they don't even have first round picks to give up, huh?
No, the Thunder own their picks.
I don't know what they would do to the Clippers if everything come out as true.
What you think, Cody? You're a lawyer. Do the Clippers have a case that they can't defend themselves?
I mean, I haven't been following this a lot to super comment on it. I'm reading it as we're talking about it in the Boston Sports Journal, and there's a lot of people involved in this. Mm-hmm. I mean, this lifestyle brand, this aspiration brand or whatever. And I mean, because obviously you guys know I don't follow the NBA like that, so I used to, but at this point, like, I kind of think if from just kind of listening to what Mark said and reading this, if Ballmer wasn't trying to put his face out there, there's nothing to it. But I think there is something to it, like Mark said. So I think for sure. But to me, that makes they could be screwed. But like you said, what can they do to them? If there's nothing, what are we going to ban them from the playoffs for 6 years? Or are we going to come up with some version of the death penalty for the NBA team? You can't do that. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Kawhi might get suspended, though. I think that's one thing they could do is suspend Kawhi.
If I'm Kawhi, what am I? Hey, this man might as well be suspended. Might as well suspend himself every year.
Nah. I don't see what them suspending Kawhi would do.
The players are not going to get. The player will never get punished.
The players don't get punished. It has to fall on the Clippers and Clippers ownership for this.
So when this happened with Joe Smith, Joe Smith is a story. So Joe Smith, we all know, played with the Warriors, and in his time with the Warriors, he ended up going to Minnesota. So he didn't get the deal he was looking for in free agency. So Glenn Taylor at that time, who's the previous owner of the Timberwolves, signed this short-term deal, but next year we're gonna hook you, we're gonna get you. So he signed this $2.5 million deal. Then the next year he signs this 10-year, $90 million deal. Now at that time, nobody was getting Nobody, even to this day, has gotten a 10-year
10
contract.
Nope.
No.
Adam
So
Silver's
everybody
one
was
GM I
wondering,
would
like-
not want to do crazy shit behind the scenes for because that man is a lawyer.
Right. So
Goodell's not a lawyer. Goodell's not versed in that. He's a businessman, I think.
right.
Adam Silver is a lawyer and was a big-time lawyer before he got with David Stern.
And David Stern was a lawyer.
Yeah.
So when it came back that basically Glenn Taylor did some underhanded dealings to get Joe Smith this extra $92 million, they lost 5 draft picks. Joe Smith's contract was immediately voided. It's probably why his wife was on OnlyFans. They got fined. Glenn Taylor was suspended for about a year. Kevin McHale, who was the GM at the time, they put him on leave. But the player never really. The only punishment Joe Smith got was he wasn't getting that $90 million. And right now, Kawhi at this point, he's not hurting for money. So it's not going to hurt him if they suspend him for like say 20 games or whatever. He's not hurting because he just signed this new deal with the Clippers. They're not going to be able to avoid it
because it's not the same contract.
No, I mean, and the thing is, if you're going to do something like that, and I'm going to get JB and Faith they think what they think about it. You don't put that stuff in writing. That's the stuff where you don't put. To me, you don't put stuff like that in writing. You don't get because you want to give a paper. In my eyes, you don't give a paper trail.
It's not, and not without giving out too much stuff. But there's many of contracts that's happened in the NBA where you might see some of these players take the shorts, but the star player on the team might be like, he might give him the $2 million out of his contract. Whatever it is, that's circumvent like that, but you don't put it on contract like that.
Right. You just be like, okay, I got you. I'm like, dude, we ain't gonna put this in writing, but got a handshake agreement.
It's a lot. It's a lot of that. No, nothing on camera. It's a lot like that happen with some of these teams that we've seen win championships in the last 10 to 15 years. There's been a lot of that's been going on.
And Tiggs asked the question: did Kawhi get the money, or does he think Uncle Dennis got the money? Well, I think Uncle Dennis negotiated. Oh, touchdown
on the pass.
Quentin Johnson with another
Is Quentin Johnson good at football?
Quentin Johnston in the term that we use at Ballers and Briefs just broke the slate. That's 2 touchdowns, and no one ever called for Quentin Johnston because he didn't. It was like 15% ownership. So that's like literally in the grand scheme of things, he broke the slate. Nobody had him in their lineups.
Faith, you feeling nervous?
No.
I know you're not. My mama asked, what's the best barbecue in Kansas City?
Okay, see, here we go. You about to get me in trouble. Most people
it looks like the Chiefs secondary right now.
Say it again, okay?
Most people would say Gates Barbecue, but they have been beaten out by mom and pop type barbecue.
Jesus.
My mama went to these 2 spots. One, what she said? Just send them.
She said Gates, and I don't know the other one.
Mom.
Was it Joe's?
No, Mom. But relax real quick.
But if I think the one she brought up was Gates.
She either went to Gates or Jones Barbecue. It had to be Jones Barbecue.
Arthur Bryant.
Oh, well, hell yeah. Well, hell yeah. She ate good. She ate good that day.
But she said hell yeah to Arthur Bryant.
Okay, so that's the one my mom's brought them back when she came back from Kansas City to visit my cousin Nancy.
Which one did you bring me back?
Did she bring back brisket or burnt ends?
I bought back a rib, and I bought back that big old sandwich where they put all that pork and all that other kind of meat on it.
Their monster sandwich that is like really big.
Yeah, you know that sandwich, you got all that meat on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I always, when I go back, I bring that. My cousin, she lived in one of them assisted living places by the by the mall or something. It's one of them assisted living. I just have my cousin that's lived. My father was raised back there. I think they was raised on Chestnut or somewhere. But a lot of that is towards.
No,
you know where Chestnut is, right?
Chestnut?
Yes, that's where my grandfather was raised.
Yo, John, we might be related, yo.
No,
Wait a minute.
no, hold on.
Who is your parents?
In my family, there's the Smiths. We got Williams. We got Jones. We got.
But Jones, on what side on your Jones side? What is some of their names?
Yo, child, yo, Boomer, relax.
Oh man, I have to go and pull everybody's names. I haven't been back home in like 15 years.
Okay. If they ask them, do they know any like McKinley Jones, Giles Jones, Nancy Jones, and all of them? They're all my relatives.
McKinley's my grandfather.
Hold on,
yeah, like McKinley Jones.
My mom right now.
Yeah. And they used to they grew up on Chestnut, but all them places is tore down now, they said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is bigger than football, people.
Next time you go back home, go to Texas Tom's. Get you a tenderloin sandwich. You won't be disappointed.
Oh, I went somewhere else to get some food, but I don't know. The one they got the cow in front of it. The I can't remember the name of the restaurant.
That is.
But let me let y'all get back to y'all game. I don't want to interrupt you.
No, but this was an honest question. We had you asked me to ask, so I had to bring you on because you was the expert on the barbecue. Now I just ate.
No, you don't know. You ain't never been a Kansas.
I tried, but we might have to go back there soon though.
Oh, you visit your cousin Nancy.
Yeah, and we and have some podcast business out there in the future.
Hold on, I'm talking to my mom right now.
What she say? And we go to kickoff.
I'm waiting for her to respond.
All right, NC's back.
Oh, sorry about that. Which one you bring me? Because that ball is good.
The Chiefs need 9 points. 9 points in 5 minutes, Faye.
Barbecue. Absolutely.
Look, whether my boys win or lose tonight, I'm gonna be 20 toes down for the Chiefs. It ain't never gonna change.
How do you feel about how do you feel about Travis Kelce, the whole Travis Kelce Taylor Swift thing?
I'm over it.
Well, that sounds like everybody. By the way, the rumors are that
he should have been playing better if he that happy with her. That's all I'm gonna say.
Wait, what happened?
He scored tonight.
There's a certain person who's in the comments. I'm gonna say something. Then eventually they're gonna comment about it. Said that Travis Kelce lost his flavor once he got with Taylor Swift.
That's facts. That's facts.
What is wrong with y'all? Let me say this again.
Again, I say he should have been playing better if he is happy with her.
Nah, bro, you can't act like that's not facts though.
Dog, he was white.
Yeah, he was always white, but he was the cool white boy, and now he's
white boy in Jordans.
He went from undercover brother at the beginning of the movie to underbrother cover with Denise Richards.
Speak on it, JB.
There y'all go.
Speak on
go
it.
with this again.
My own sister wanted to be with Travis.
Thank you very much.
Do y'all remember his dating show?
Yeah.
Where I'm from, we pronounce our Q's and our R's. Thank you very much.
I think the problem is, well, not the problem. I think his issue is let me say this in the most polite way possible. Well, now the woman he with now is worth billions. I think football is the last thing that's on that couple's mind.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know. He still got a job, and he still got a legacy, and he's on the tail end of his career. He's about 2-3 years from never playing again, and he's in the championship team.
If Travis Kelce never make another catch, his legacy is still his legacy.
Sure, it's not going to affect his legacy, but
first ballot.
Personally, for him, he wants to be here. He wants to do this.
I think this is his last year. I think this is his
unless he wants to. If the Browns were any sort of decent, he would have went back and tried to play 1 year in Cleveland. But that ain't happening. He's on in his career with the Chiefs, and that's how it's going to go. And that's how it's going to go. This is it. I think this is it.
Oh, probably. Especially if they go to a Super Bowl, win, lose, or draw.
And the rumor is Taylor Swift is right now negotiating to be the headliner of the Super Bowl, which is in Frisco.
Lord Jesus.
But Jamie, have you been following this Kawhi story?
Wait, hold on. When they announced this performance for the Super Bowl, like around November?
That's
Yeah.
If it's Taylor Swift, Kansas City going to the Super Bowl.
That's what they're
wow.
trying to have it done before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Kansas City going to the Super Bowl.
But even though last year when they announced Kendrick, it was week 1.
I thought they did. I thought they did it last year. The Super Bowl after.
No, they wait. They usually do it. They do it during the season because the network that hosted the Super Bowl is the one that usually announces it. So I think NBC has the Super Bowl. NBC.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Jay-Z's company's done a shitty job over the last few years. Kendrick was the best one I've seen in a few years since Shakira was on there. But
what about Dre and Snoop? What about Dre and Snoop?
I forgot that Eminem and that one was on there. I forgot. I honestly forgot about them, to be totally
What
honest.
What about Kendrick this year?
I said Kendrick. That's
what I said. Okay, you said Kendrick. Okay. And Rihanna the year before?
Rihanna's pregnant, dude.
She was pregnant, but she did the best she could when she was pregnant.
I love Rihanna.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll play the token ass white dude this time. Can I get just a different type of music? Can I get Metallica? I want Metallica. That's what I want.
I see Metallica on the line.
Metallica brought up for this year as well.
I do think that the Super Bowl saw what Kendrick did and said they're going a different route anyway.
I just want it once.
Oh, Metallica has been one of the names. Metallica has been one of the names that's been named.
I love rap music. Don't get me wrong, but I've kind of got soured on it because it gets boring in halftime now. Because I feel like they're trying too hard sometimes.
What?
Now the last 2 years, man.
All right, realistically, let me ask you, realistically, were you bored during the halftime show this year?
Usher was dope.
During Kendrick Lamar, I didn't. No, I was not. I just hated everything that went along with it. Like everybody's micro analyzing and everything that went along with that shit's annoying. I just want to watch the music. That's all I really want to watch.
Those are the Kendrick stands, Cody. You gotta ignore them. But Usher was dope in Vegas.
Yeah.
Usher was dope.
Like I said, like Chris said, Rihanna should have set that one out. That was just one big announcement. The way to announce that she was pregnant.
Hey, I'm not mad at Rihanna for not pulling out. You should be mad at A$AP Rocky for not pulling out.
I'm not mad at A$AP Rocky. Do you?
Man, I salute A$AP Rocky for not pulling out.
It was amazing that she was able to pull off any kind of performance with a stomach, with the baby inside of her.
What we got?
Khalil Mack.
Oh, pressure's on.
No!
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
No!
Wow.
Patrick freaking Mahomes.
Hollywood Brown on the
bro, what?
That's it. Khalil Mack 5 years ago.
Marlo lava. Marlo right there. Marlo lava right there.
100 yards receiving for Hollywood Brown tonight. They need to get. They got to score.
Come on, now.
They got to get a touchdown now, and they got to get a stop to get a field goal.
Well, they want that.
See what? But obviously,
they would. I wish the rule, we could get rid of the onside kick rule and start at the 20. You have to go 20 yards on one down. I believe that would favor Patrick Mahomes so much. That's the reason why they haven't changed that shit.
But Metallica is one of the names, Mimi, that's being named as possible candidates for the headline the Super Bowl this year.
Jay-Z too.
Jay-Z, the three names you've heard have been Jay-Z, Metallica, and Taylor Swift.
This will be Metallica or Taylor Swift.
Come on.
Oh no, man! Jay-Z been trying to show his face a little bit too much lately.
No, who is shit? Who is?
You good?
I'm not gonna lie, and this is a long shot. Who it should be is that dude that's on the Breezy Bowl tour right now.
That would be.
Yep. Chris Brown would kill the Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
How would y'all feel about that? Chris Brown at halftime of the Super Bowl. What you think, JB?
It will never happen. It will never ever happen.
Hey, JB, I was thinking that too, but once I saw Chris Brown wore once he won a Grammy?
Yeah.
He just won it. Once he won an award, I said, "Oh, the gates are starting to open up for Chris.
What
And
are
he
y'all?
says she'd like to see Metallica. Of course, Nessa says Chris Brown. Sam said, I would love to see E40 t-shirt.
Listen,
Nah,
we-
that ain't happening. Nah,
And you can see him perform
he's
at the
got-
Super Bowl at like Nokia Theater by the Staples Center.
they probably at one of the pregame concerts. That'd be a dope pregame concert though.
They're not giving E40 or Too Short not the major stage.
Nah.
E40 wasn't E40 on stage with them a few years ago?
Now they did All-Star Weekend, NBA All-Star Weekend. The Bay took over because last year All-Star Weekend was in Frisco. It was 40, Too Short, Sweetie, and Invoke. God, you were talking about some chicks still.
I mean, the reason why Metallica is like getting all the praises because they're a San Francisco band.
Yeah, and I think that's what the question is. Do they gotta have because this is the whole debate last year with Kendrick and Wayne. Like you gotta have because of Dre and Snoop. Why everyone gotta be from LA? Everyone gotta be from your home city. I mean,
but because it was an LA Super Bowl.
It wasn't and people gotta remember. Mark will tell you because he knows people close to the situation. It wasn't an LA Super Bowl. Like people were mad. Why wasn't Cube there? Why wasn't the rest of the remaining members of NWA there? Why wasn't Gant? It wasn't a West Coast production. It was an aftermath production that people were really paying attention.
Yeah.
Plus, we got way too many SoCal West Coast people here anyway, so that would have taken a lot of time. But yeah, it was an aftermath production.
Clearly, why do you think they have 50 there?
The original contract was for Dre to bring out. Originally, it was supposed to be Eminem and Mary J. Blige and Snoop. That was who was supposed to be originally.
But
they
wanted Kendrick on there.
But they fought for Kendrick and they fought for 50.
I heard M. You heard M fought for him.
M fought for Drake fought for 52.
You talking about Balrog?
Yeah, that's right. You see that? 50 gonna be Balrog and Street Fighter.
Yes, he is. That movie's either going to be the best thing ever or the funniest thing ever. There's no in between.
Faith in the comments. I know why you want to see Chris. So yo, Faith Vanessa, relax.
Nah, bro. Nah. I seen that chair action that man do. I know why she want to see Chris Brown. I want to see Chris Brown in private. How about that?
If Chris saving them coins for that meet and greet.
If Chris Brown do the Super Bowl, do he pull a fan up on stage?
If he do that, he's a G. He do that, he's a G for real. But I know they're gonna try to tell him keep it family friendly.
Oh man, you know how many white people would lose their damn mind? How many fucking Karens be like that shit ain't fly?
What if you pull up a white girl?
That would be even worse.
Oh, Tony, my guy, man.
That would be worse. That'd be worse. People that I know, like where I grew up, there would be some like, yeah, you might, no, nope. That shit wouldn't work.
That's you're right over there?
No.
Right,
they'd say words and say things that you never would come back for. Like Paula Dean would make Paula Dean look like a saint.
Oh no.
Well, heck, if the Christians can get a reality show, anything, you're pretty okay.
I have to agree with Nessa.
Of course you do. Y'all toxic.
We ain't toxic. What you mean?
Oh man, that was the best. That's what I'm saying. Like I watched it with my family.
Was J-Lo and Shakira family? It was not family friendly.
Anytime Shakira on TV is me friendly.
Her hips don't lie.
They didn't. They never do. They dang sure didn't do in Miami that year.
Party was there too.
So I'm looking at all the shows Jay-Z since Jay-Z took over. So J-Lo and Shakira was nice. The Weeknd was okay. But it was pandemic time. So
Weeknd. The reason why I like the Weeknd, but as a wrestling fan like Faith and JB and yourself, I've had enough weekends shoved down my throat in the past 6 years that
that's a what?
as you guys say, pause.
So did McConan.
Yo, you good? Yo, Mark, you good?
So I've heard enough.
Was it on the Tuesday?
Damn, Nessa.
I did. Yeah, she didn't like the weekend. Yeah. I didn't. The weekend performance was, and then they try, and then because to my wrestling family in here, they try to play off they try to use that for Bray Wyatt, they try to play out that with Bray Wyatt had his match with Randy, but the weekend was okay. But obviously, they hit it out the park with Dre and Snoop. Rihanna could have been they could have found someone else for Rihanna, but when she got pregnant, they weren't going to just tell her she can't do the Super Bowl. Jay-Z's not going to do her like that. He discovered her. And Usher,
and he used to do her.
Yo, you all right? He was so he was under the umbrella?
Allegedly.
Well, he was part of the reason why they needed an umbrella.
When he had a Diddy party, when he like a Diddy party guy?
Who, Jay-Z?
Yeah, he was buddies with him, right? I mean, that
allegedly. They were all in there together at some point. We don't know the extent of it, but we do know that sometime before Diddy got caught up, they did separate from him.
You have a Spanish phone to do that?
She must have spoke that Espanol
she's in your government.
Tranquil. All right, third down. They get a stop here. You give Mahomes 2 minutes.
That's a minute and 45 seconds longer than Buffalo got.
You all right? Oh man, good thing you weren't here when Cody was talking about when you mentioned your former quarterback. Who?
Oh, I said Jim Choke Kelly.
That's what Pops used to call Jim Kelly.
Yeah, that's what my dad used to call Jim Kelly. He still calls him that, actually.
That's hate. But then like I said,
he used to call Peyton Manning Peyton Manning too. So
we'll see what they get this year. Then next year is back here. Next year is back here in LA. So, and then they're not going to go back to Dre and Snoop. So now you go to. They're going to probably, if I had to guess, when it comes back to LA next year in 2027, they're probably going to go more. They're going to lean rock and roll. I just got that. If it's not Taylor this year,
it's going to be Pop. Either this year or next year, it's going to be Pop.
If it's Pop next year, it's Taylor Swift for sure. Because the way she sold out SoFi in every other stadium in America, and Herbert's running. Oh,
that's what I was telling you earlier. He's got that sneaky athleticism.
Is that the game?
That's game. KC's out of timeouts.
That's
it.
He did what Omari Hampton didn't do in the first half.
Speaking of,
Chargers looking good this year.
Bro, what?
Forget that, AC.
Wasn't it 2 years ago? 2 years, not last year before, that the Chiefs came out and got their ass beat by the Lions in game one and ended up winning the Super Bowl. So can't.
Yep.
Stocking this right now.
No, Omari Hampton only got me 8 points tonight, but Justin Herbert ball, so that's good. And I got Cameron Dicker. I got 3 charges. I'm to be ashamed of myself.
What?
Relax. Of course, Nate will pop into the chat now. Told y'all Herbert was a changed man. Why? Because he's dating the actress chick.
What's up,
wow.
It's one game. Let's slow it down. It's one game. Let's slow it down. It's a good game. It's a big one, but let's slow it down a little bit.
Hey, yo. That's all it took, Nate. Was him to
I don't have no charges in that game.
So
I don't have no charges.
John, since I picked late, if I need to not count that one, I'll count. I won't.
You picked the Chargers. You picked the Chargers. It's fine.
I know, but I know it was already we were already in the first quarter and they were already winning at that point.
If so, Apple sponsors the halftime show now, Tig. Apple that sponsored this the year Rihanna.
Why could Taylor do coke?
Yo, you all right?
What?
You know that sounds crazy.
Wow.
That sounds crazy, too.
What? She on coke, right?
Yeah. You really know how that sounds, huh? Taylor Swift does coke, huh?
I mean, you said they said.
We're not talking about Michael Irvin. We're not talking about Michael Irvin in the White House days.
All right, my bad.
He's on Coca-Cola.
Yeah, you know what he was saying. Nah, Cody. He know what he was saying. Y'all see, y'all. We are only people here. Me and that's the only people who knew what Mark was saying, man.
Oh no, I know what he was saying. I know what he was saying.
What he was saying, Cody. He wasn't talking about no dang soda.
Little nose candy. It's all right.
Yeah. Oh, well, if she goes to San Francisco, she's gonna see a lot of it.
Well, we knew what he was talking about.
Yo, you all right? That's what we doing.
I need to check y'all's pinky finger.
Yo, that's what we doing right now.
Cody.
That's what we doing right now. Really? That's what we doing right now.
My bad, John.
Okay.
That was unnecessary.
Yeah, that was really. That's what we doing right now.
My bad.
Okay.
I ain't been on the show. I ain't been on the show since I made the Bukkake Warriors joke with Faith on
and then take
Sports4U Reds.
Nah, no. Coca-Cola is all American as Taylor Swift is.
Who said that?
As Taylor Swift as all American image.
Yeah, see, they go together. Coke and Taylor Swift go together.
Yeah, they're gonna go. She's gonna get out of it if she performs in Frisco. Everyone pick the Chiefs and can eat it. Yo, Lay, you can relax. You got here with all that Chargers crap.
Hey, Lay, come on now, be easy, Lay, be easy.
She's a Chargers fan. She has no objectivity. Faith, forgive her. She knows not what she says. And why did you change
it's cool. It's cool. We can bump heads for this one time.
The last time we seen her, she had the avatar.
No, she changed. She actually had a regular picture of her.
She done had that picture for a minute, John.
Hey, I'll be back. I'll be back in like.
Let's go back to this one.
Yeah, I'll be back in like 10 minutes, y'all.
My bad. I'm sorry. See, I'm sorry. This is the last one possession. This is the first one possession loss for the Chiefs since Week 16 against the Raiders in 2023.
Oh, because the rest wasn't wrong.
Thank you. That's you. I wasn't tripping, and now they get back to the state. Well, now the Chargers head to Vegas for a Monday night showdown with the Raiders. As for the Chiefs, they head back. They head for home for the Super Bowl rematch with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Week 2.
Chargers 27, Chiefs 21. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the final segment of the show. We got, You sure? We got some time. We got some time to talk. But I want to get.
Well, listen, we can do it, but we can do everything else too.
Yeah, we got. So let's look at what we got to talk about. Is now, obviously, we talked about Week 1 with the Cowboys getting the W.
We talk about the spit.
We talk about the spit.
We talk Spitgate.
Yeah, we talk about Spitgate. Spitgate. I think we all agree on Spitgate. Dak just pulled a veteran move and showed him like, okay, you're new to this, but I'm true to this. Yeah, we will. But I didn't have the because it was in the meeting. What the heck is going on in boxing, ladies and gentlemen?
Jesus.
Someone want to tell me what's going on in boxing?
I don't know what's happening.
Some bullshit.
Next spring.
Oh my god.
Next spring, we are getting Floyd Mayweather.
No, I don't even talk about this. I don't want to talk about this. This is insane.
What are we doing?
What idea was this? Who wants to see that?
Mike Tyson will be 60 next year. Floyd Mayweather is almost 50. What are we doing?
Disrespecting boxing.
What are we doing? Mike Tyson.
This is a fucking circus.
We can blame this on the Paul brothers.
And I'm still mad at that. What the heck is St. Davis doing fighting Jake Paul?
For the money.
Wait,
what's even boxing?
That's for real?
Yes, that's November. On a Friday. During our show. By the way, next Saturday, Canelo Crawford watch along. More details to come.
And by the way, this is a program reminder. September 26th.
Oh God.
Friday night, I definitely suggest everybody at least join in for at least 20 to 30 minutes of the show. There's gonna be something special going on.
For those who don't know, September 26th is my birthday. and we will be hosting a B-Day stream. It's RCC and family. Y'all know what it is. Pull up for 5 minutes, 5 seconds to celebrate with us. But I don't know what this guy and Nick Freaks have up their sleeve. I have theories.
So this is why we get along, John. You're a Libra. I'm a Libra. We get along with everybody. We put up with everybody's shit.
Nessa!
Cody, I got to hit you up.
Dog, you better. Really? That's what we're doing right now? All right, okay.
Cody, I'm going to hit you up later on, bro.
John has my phone number, but I'll put it in the private chat.
All right.
There it is. It's in the private chat, so you can have it.
Gotcha.
It's easier to get me that way because I'm not always looking at Instagram.
All right. Oh, great. Late, you going to be in town for my birthday?
Hey, I'm gonna hit you up.
This is some bull, dude. This is some BS right now.
Hey, John, Chaos Collective gonna get a special cake made for your birthday.
Oh, really? Okay. I see what y'all right now. Okay. I see what y'all.
John, it's nothing but love.
My dad's birthday is shout out to San Paulo's birthday day before mine. Shout out to Papa C. You know what I'm saying?
Go back to it.
What? All right. Yeah.
Maybe we could get later to make sure it gets to you safely.
Oh Lord. Oh man. I just want to have a happy birthday, man. I don't know.
Oh, you will.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we have a design for it.
Oh shit.
Mimi, really? Oh boy. The one time my birthday's on a Friday.
So I believe it was last week when I missed with you guys. Y'all were on the After Dark. I hadn't seen that show before, and I was.
That one.
It gets wild. It was wild.
That was wild. But that ain't gonna happen. But that ain't gonna happen. That was crazy. But yeah.
I heard that OnlyFans celebrate birthdays, John. So they do balloons and confetti.
What are we doing right now?
They do balloons and confetti.
How do you know this? How do you know this?
Because we know about your Only John's account. That's how we know.
Where is it? Where is it? There it is.
Accusations. These are not accusations. This is false accusation. And furthermore,
first person. Matter of fact, Leslie said it earlier too, huh? That's twice.
Accusations. These are not accusations. This is false accusation. And furthermore,
it is not accusation. It's all true.
You know what I'm saying?
John, just embrace it. Let it be. Let it happen. You got a ton of support out here. You about to be rich, my guy. Let them pigs fly free. Come on.
Yeah, y'all explain that to Sophie in 10 years. Yeah. I want you to explain to Sophie in 10 years. Yeah.
I am. I'm gonna tell them, you know how you gonna have your car when you turn 16, 17? Your dad had to put in that work.
Just put your mask on. Then you'll never know.
Yo, Cody.
Oh yeah, you don't have no tattoo.
Cody.
Yeah. This is insane. This is wild, dude.
Yeah, Cody.
Cody's absolutely correct.
Put your Batman mask on.
Why you gonna say that, dog? Why you gonna? You gonna say anybody else?
He need a Broncos Batman mask.
Yo, AC, really?
Yo, a Broncos Batman mask.
AC, really?
Pocket, dog.
Come on, dog. That's what we doing. Why you say Batman, dude?
Oh my God, this is
you don't know what you just started, Cody.
I'm chilling. I'm chilling tonight.
Why? Why, John? What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with Batman, John?
You tell me. I think Batman is
no, Cody. No.
I think Batman. If you look at him as a villain.
I love it,
bro. He's a crime fighter
and a groomer.
Yo, chill. See? See?
I'm gonna get banned again, ain't I? I'm gonna get banned.
No, you're not gonna get banned. Fortunately, I've been overruled by the justice of Sports4U.
Look at Tigger's comment.
I'm supposed to be the judge.
Look at Tigger's comment. She ain't never gonna have to worry about money because her daddy out here on Only Johns.
Tig. All right, man. All right, Tig. This is insane.
John, man, you might as well just embrace it, dog, and just
this is false.
John, I'm gonna have to get a shirt made.
Why did you say
I have the heat press and everything, so I can just get a DTF made and I'll just put it on the shirt for you.
And so do I. You want me to send you the picture for it?
Cody, how much?
I got the file
right
ready.
now.
Mark says he's got a heat. Well, it looks like he's got a DTF on the shirt. He printed it too.
Oh, Trunks, I'm gonna kill you, man. See what you just started?
Whoever making the shirt, I need 7. I need 7 right out the gate.
That's what we
7 of them? Yeah.
I need 7 of them. I got some folks. We gonna do a photo shoot for John promoting his business. We trying to get that revenue up.
I'm definitely listen. I ain't posting for nobody's birthday all year. I'm definitely posting for John's birthday.
This is insane.
Yep, Nessa's right. We already got your logo. We found your logo.
That's hate. Damn you, Trunks.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, now we're off the rails.
All right. Yeah, all right, man. Yeah, but that's all I have as far as I had nothing much to talk about that because calling out names, I got a few names.
Oh yeah, who the heck? I told you. Who I tell you?
We talked about you did the other day. You didn't say my your day. You did the other day when we talked about old girl, the tennis player. You did that Tuesday. Okay, well, I definitely want to get to my calling out names in a second, but it's segment that's often imitated. It's never duplicated. And since we have so many guests, I'm gonna get theirs first because I'm gonna get mine's ready in a second. But it's time for calling out names. But okay, I'll go first. My first one is Nick Wright. Let me throw on some 99 Gorilla for it. So Nick Wright said basically slandered people football viewing. Nick Wright recently on his show said talk about people who watch the Red Zone. People like me. People like Cody. You cannot be a self-respecting diehard NFL fan if the only way you consume football is through Red Zone. Watch a whole game like an adult. Excuse me? So let me get this straight. Sitting in front of your TV 7 hours a day, 7 hours on a Sunday, and watching the Red Zone doesn't make you a diehard NFL fan, huh? What are we talking about? Anybody got something they want to add about this? What is Nick Wright talking about? Who didn't even watch the Red Zone?
Well, he probably only watched one team though.
Yeah, the team that just lost.
Yeah, they took the L.
Yep.
Sorry, Faith. But he's a Chiefs fan.
I know. He probably only watched the Chiefs. And and salute to the people who only watch one game on Sunday.
I don't
either.
I watch the Red Zone.
Now I will tell you this: when Bills is on, there's only one game that's on. But all throughout the rest of the day, I'm watching every other game.
Absolutely. All right. My next one is for Charles Barkley. Charles freaking Barkley. Charles Barkley was on Bill Simmons' podcast the other day.
Oh, he talked some bullshit. I don't know what he said, but I know he's talking some bullshit.
He said two things that I thought were just flat out dumb. Number one, he talked about basically called out, said, and I thought we was done doing this whole thing.
LeBron
blaming LeBron and Kevin Durant for the super team era.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we were done with that. Okay, here's my next thing with Charles Barkley. He calls out TNT basically for losing the NBA contract. Little too late, Chuck, because they don't know because ESPN hasn't given inside the NBA what's going to be when they're going to be on, how long they're going to be on, and all that other crap. And then the last one with Charles Barkley is for all of us who are streamers. And I think that's everybody in this chat, everybody on this show right now.
Just about. I'm back, by the way.
For streaming their games on all these different streaming services. They got the NBA rights on Prime. Obviously, they're gonna have Peacock with the NBC games. ESPN got ESPN app for the ESPN app. What are you talking about, Chuck? Come on, man.
You always complain about some shit.
You really went there.
That's why I ain't got no job now.
And by the way, and my last one, Angel Reese. I hope you learned your lesson. So Angel Reese went on her basically saying that she might have to explore her options next season. Oh, I'm sorry, miss. Aren't you still under contract? So you gonna force a trade? By the way, newsflash, y'all about to go through a lockout, so you ain't gonna be able to force a trade. But then she went and said, because she basically said that this team isn't good. She went to Kobe Smush Parker on the rest of the Chicago Sky. And some of the teammates didn't like it. The coach didn't like it. And they had a meeting with her, and then she apologized. No, she said how she truly felt. Yeah, they're not a good team. But you're there. You're in a rookie contract. You're not going anywhere. You can try to force your way to LA, but that's not good for you. You need to be in a basketball city, focusing on ball, because all the other money you got, that is academic for you. The podcast, the endorsements, everything. Stay away from LA as far as you can right now, because you do not need that in your life. And that's my calling out names. Mark, you got anybody? Let's go to the panel first. JB, let's start with the ladies first. Babe, is there anybody in the sports world, any other world you want to call out?
Yeah, Jalen Carter.
Go ahead. Huh.
I have been spat on before by somebody that immediately regretted spitting on me because I consistently whooped their ass for about 10 minutes. You spit on me, we fighting. That is diabolical to spit on somebody. It's unprofessional. It's childish. It's just downright wrong. I don't know what you got. You spit on me. I don't know where your mouth was before you spit on me. So that, and my other one is the Mike Tyson Mayweather fight. I enough said there.
These dudes, are they fighting for the first spot in the old folk home? I don't know. JB, you got anybody you want to call out?
I absolutely do, man.
Go ahead.
I want to call out TKO.
Go ahead.
For moving John Cena's last appearance in WWE from his hometown to DC. This man has been like the guy, 23 years in the game, like your star, your face, like probably arguably the biggest star in wrestling, like ever. Like his run longer than Cena. I mean, his run longer than Rock, longer than Austin, longer than Hogan. Like he has been on top longer than anybody else, longer than Bruno. Like this has been like the guy in wrestling that for a generation or two at this point. And you change his bookend fairy tale ending, being at home, to DC for Trump.
Oh no! That
is garbage. Garbage. For whatever, and it may not be for Trump specifically, but the fact that you're moving it from Boston, period, when the stars were aligned perfectly for that to happen, is utter garbage. And I really feel like TKO was the worst thing that ever happened in WWE. Like it's just time after time after time they just do like selfish, money grubbing, just boneheaded, jerk ass decisions, and we the fans got to pay for it. And apparently John is too. And John has said numerous times during this run, before this run, that he's not going to be the guy that comes around periodically. Once December 13th comes and goes, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
He is gone.
That's it. He said it. Man of his word. I believe him too. I'm a Cena guy, and I believe him. I think when he's gone, he's gone. We're not going to see. He might maybe by 2-3 years. Probably when next time we see him is when he goes into the Hall of Fame.
Didn't he want to do like the background stuff?
I think
like the
I
storytelling.
think his movie schedule is not going to allow him to do that.
No, it's not.
Right.
Like this tonight was his last SmackDown. We'll never see John Cena on SmackDown again.
Yeah,
which is a crazy thing to think about.
He's gonna have number PLEs, 2-3 more appearances on Raw, and then that Saturday Night Main Event's gonna now be in DC as opposed to being in Boston. AC, you got anybody you want to call out?
Not particularly in the sports world, but just people who drive at night with no lights on, like no headlights on, no brake light, nothing. But your blinker works, but you can't turn on your headlights. Like, bro, I seen this Mercedes getting on the 105 going south, no lights on, driving hella fast, passed by me, and then I see a cop who was like kind of close to me. He was already getting onto like the 105 to the 110. Or I mean the 101. No, getting off the 101 to the 105. I always get this confused.
That's good to know, Lay.
Wow.
That's wild.
But yeah, just people just driving with no headlights on. This shit pisses me off. And then the cop didn't do shit about it either. He just flashes lights and that's it.
Go ahead, Cody. I already know who you talked before the show, so during the show. So go ahead.
Ryan Clark. This generational talent bullshit is insane to me. First off, I love Ryan Clark on the pivot with Channing and Freddie T. I don't know if anybody's watched that, but go watch it. That is real Ryan Clark. This bullshit that you see on fucking ESPN is not Ryan Clark. I feel like they write this man a script like a fucking heel from WWE and make him look like a jackass. Because he says the most asinine stuff on live TV. Like generational talent, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady. I understand, yes. Like I said earlier, the generational talent, we haven't seen that. But why is that even an argument? And then when Dan Orlovsky puts your feet to the fire about how you get there, your boy Stephen A. Smith jumps in and cuts him off. So I'm like, Ryan Clark, stop saying dumb shit. And if they're writing you a dumbass promo, tell them I don't want to say this dumbass shit anymore because it makes you look stupid.
For those who are what Cody was talking about, they was having a debate yesterday on First Take about Arch Manning. And Dan Orlovsky, Ryan Clark guy, because Dan Orlovsky still proclaims that Arch Manning is a generational talent and Ryan Clark said he wasn't. And he brought naming off names, said Lamar's a generational talent. He said, but Peyton Manning won the generational talent. Tom Brady won the generational talent. Drew Brees won the generational talent. That's okay. And this all argument started because Orlovsky tried to compare how Arch runs to how Lamar runs, which I thought was just crazy. Go ahead, continue, Cody.
But I'm just saying, like that, the way that like I said, I don't know if this is ESPN guided or what, but I just feel like Ryan Clark just says some of the most dumb shit on television. And to me, it makes him look stupid because I really enjoy him on the pivot with Channing. And it may be Channing and Freddie that I like listening to more than Ryan Clark. I don't know. But I mean, I like Channing. Channing is good to me. And if anybody has never seen the pivot, go find it. By
the way, speaking of Ryan Clark, I got a bonus calling out names. I got to call out NFL Films. What the heck are we doing getting inside the NFL in team shorts on Twitter? Y'all haven't heard the story. Inside NFL again doesn't have a broadcast home. Last year was on the CW. Now they're moving it to Twitter, and Ryan Clark's gonna be the only host, and they're only gonna do like 10 short episodes. How many times?
Him and Ocho last year, right? Was it him and Ocho Cinco on there last year?
Last year it was him, Ocho Cinco, Chris Long, and Belichick.
Yeah,
and it was on the CW. But now it's just gonna be Ryan Clark on Twitter. What happened to this show? This show was
not gonna last. It's just gonna be on Twitter. No,
Brian got the Gumbo when the Gumbos left. That show went weird.
Give it a proper send-off. Now, unfortunately, Greg Gumbel wouldn't be here for the final send-off for it. But you still got Brian Gumbel here. You still got James Brown here. Give it the proper send-off it deserves. Not putting on Twitter, posted by Ryan Clark.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mark.
My call name is not sports related at all.
Go ahead.
I hate men who hate on other men.
Talk about it.
It should be a call amongst men when it comes to women. Women go choose up no matter what, and let them do that. When men have to dirty talk other men to get a woman, I hate that. That's all. That's all. That didn't bother me for the past couple of days.
No, that's real, man. No dirty macking, brothers. Game is game.
Yeah, you can't do that. I can't do it. I don't like that at all.
There's enough.
Yeah.
Look, in fact, you're the only lady on the panel tonight, but she'll tell you there's enough chicks out there who are giving away the kitty cat for you don't have to say somebody else.
Slingshotting it.
Bam.
Giving it away for ranch seasoning packets.
Hello. Not even the bottle, just the packets.
Just the dry ass package.
Oh, don't say dry ass. They valuable shit now. That's gold.
Oh,
wait a minute.
The like the ramen noodle season packet. Yeah, they give it up for that too.
But there's some brothers that do the same. I'm just gonna say that.
That's
I
wild.
would say the Dodgers. Calling out names.
They get on my nerves right now.
Everybody's nerves, man.
Okay. All right.
Oh, this losing.
And is anybody else got anybody calling our names? When we get to this final segment.
I did. I forgot who it was.
All right. Let's get to this final segment. If you also know, Cody is our resident fantasy football guru for this 2025 season. And he's going to give us some fantasy info for you guys, some nuggets for going into this week 1 of fantasy. We started last night. So what we got is Cody's fantasy nuggets and a game to target. Cody, the floor is yours, my friend.
Okay, so I mean, I know that we didn't get any like special questions, and hopefully going forward that we will get some starting, like people wanting to know who to start. But this week, just ride with the team that you drafted, because that's really going to be what's going to get you you drafted that team for a reason. Don't worry too much about listening to what people say. That's really your gut told you who to pick. You picked who you wanted to. But for daily fantasy like DraftKings, FanDuel, those type things, a couple games, if you guys have watched our show in the past, we like high scoring games because that's where the points are, right? So any games that are usually about 46 points or over, and the ones that I want you guys to target players on this weekend are the Bucks and the Falcons with a 47 point over. The Dolphins and the Colts, which is insane to me, is 47 points. The Jaguars or the Panthers and the Jaguars at 46.5. The Bengals at the Browns. And then the final game, Detroit at the Packers. The steal of the week, I'm going to tell you right now in ownership, is Jahmyr Gibbs. Nobody is picking him up in their lineups. He is too low owned at 6%. So make sure that if you have Jahmyr Gibbs, get him in your lineup this week, because don't be afraid of that Micah Parsons shit in Green Bay, because Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be shoved down the Green Bay Packers' throat. Pause. But yeah, and if you guys have questions between now and Sunday, please let me know and I will help you start whatever you got. So just let me know.
I got hella questions. Let's go.
Yeah, you got them. You can send them to me. All the links, all my socials, I can put them in. If you don't have them already, I'll put them in the chat so that everybody can have them.
And
I'm definitely hitting you up.
But you got any questions for Cody? You can definitely follow him at Ballers and Briefs on Twitter and on YouTube. If you don't have any questions for him going into this Sunday, He has the answers for you. Again, check out some of those nuggets for them going into some of those over-unders going into Sunday. All right, so what we do with every football season is we obviously, Faith, I'll let you get a pep talk for next week, for week 2, since your team has already played. So we do during football season, we give our teams a pep talk for a week going into the game.
You want to do it right now or Friday?
It's Friday.
Oh, shit.
Dog, you good? So we gonna first go college. Obviously, we know we got 3 dogs here with Mark, JB, Cody. Hey, see, who your college team?
Let's see.
Faith, do you have a college football team?
I do not.
All right. So, AC, give some words to USC before they play LA Community College tomorrow night.
I mean,
They
shit,
play
just
Georgia
run it
Southern.
back
Stay
like you
healthy-
did to
stay healthy
Mississippi
to earn
State.
the Coliseum.
Just run it back. Mavia looks good. And our receivers look pretty decent too. So just run it back to Georgia Southern. I understand it's Clay Helton's team.
Yes, Clay Helton will be in the Coliseum tomorrow for the first time since being fired.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a good game. So that game's an afternoon game, huh?
Yes, 4:30 game. It's an evening game at the Coliseum.
Okay.
Tennessee.
I'm trying to watch it.
All right, so I'm going next because we got 3 dogs. So Tennessee,
We got play?
Eastern Tennessee State. Do not look ahead to the game we have next week. I repeat, do not look ahead to the game we have next week. You know who we play next week?
Oh, you know it?
Exactly. Do not look ahead to y'all play. Do not look ahead to next week. And I think we're in Athens next week. We go to Athens next week. Do not. I repeat.
No, it's in Knoxville.
Oh, it's in Knoxville?
Yeah.
So do not. I repeat. Do not look ahead to the Georgia game.
I mean, you could.
No. Yeah, but beat the brakes on these guys. Take off the 4th quarter and then lock in for Georgia next week.
Who y'all playing this week again?
East Tennessee State.
East West Lutheran Church Tech Polytech A&M University Elementary School.
Pretty much.
Yeah, they play. They play.
Like SC was playing El Camino College last week.
They play.
Okay. El Camino College is crazy.
Why is that we have like 2 weeks of cupcakes and then week 3 is like competition?
I mean, if you want to overlook, them, to sleep on them a bit, whatever, right?
That's a typical.
Y'all can do that, right? Y'all tough.
No, don't overlook.
Right?
Do not overlook East Tennessee to focus on Georgia. Go get that dang dub.
I mean, y'all tough. Y'all good. Y'all Gucci. Y'all thuggy, right?
Man, they come to Knoxville. Y'all come to Knoxville next week.
I mean,
the game after that, we got UAB. And then
Nico who, right?
Huh?
Nico who, right? Y'all good. Y'all straight. Y'all can overlook them.
Nico who?
Nico.
Exactly.
Nico, I'm sorry, brother, is a sorry quarterback. What's his last name?
I'm leaving. That's exactly what he did. He left the balls, go to UCLA, and they got steamrolled by Utah at the Rose Bowl last week.
Easy.
All right, to the 3 dogs.
Be easy.
So I'll start with JB. Start with JB.
Damn.
Who do y'all play next?
Austin P.
Austin
St. P. Yeah, Austin P. Yeah, Austin P. Yeah.
What's the message to Georgia before y'all play Austin? The schedules be killing me, bro.
Hey, tune up. The message is this: tune up. Tune up, stay healthy. That's it. We did what we had to do last week. There were some things we had to clean up on. There's a lot to be optimistic about, but the work's not finished. It's very early on in the season. We still need Gunner to improve as a passer. Offensive line needs some continuity. Defense needs to rush consistently, which they didn't do last week. I think we'll be fine in a run game, but we just need to fine-tune further and just be ready because the next few weeks are going to be fucking brutal. So tune up, enjoy this now, and get ready for the fights ahead because we're going to need it. Also, they don't believe in y'all, so yeah, they said they were going to have 5 losses in the SEC. So, bulletin board that. Motivation.
Cody.
190 yards is not enough from Gunnar Stockton against against Marshall, the Thundering Herd. And if he puts up 190 yards against the fucking Austin P Governors, we're in shit shape. I need at least 250 and 3 touchdowns, not 2. 2's not enough. I want them to just manhandle Austin P to just get it out, get the early season jitters out so that we can focus on next week. I need to focus on next week because it's in Knoxville. So focus on next week. Get steamroll Austin P, get them out, get it over and done with. And I need Gunnar Stockton to be 200 yards by at least the third quarter. This 190 yards and 2 touchdowns bullshit ain't enough.
All right, John. Cody, I'm glad you said that. John, do you remember what I was saying throughout the game last Saturday?
Yeah.
Our passing looks
terrible. He was saying it.
It looks really bad, and that was against Marshall.
And Gunnar Stockton shouldn't be leading as the leading rusher. He shouldn't.
No, he shouldn't be. I would like to see. I'm not really worried about our running attack. I think we gotta we stockpiled that running back. Last year, our receiving core was a clown show last year. I think we have some weapons this year, and I think we can do a lot better. I against this Austin P school, let's say the Governors. I would like to see us to be more aggressive. I hate this offense that we be running sometimes. Mm-hmm. I would like to see be way more aggressive and get the ball upfield. I want to see what our receivers can do. I want to see what Gunnar can do. That's what I need to see. I'm not worried about Nate Frazier. I think Nate Frazier going to show up. I think our O-line going to show up. I want to see when it comes time to make a pass and win games through a passing game, if we can depend on that.
Just by the way, Austin Peay's in the same fucking conference that Tarleton State was in that beat Army. So that tells anybody anything.
Listen, that's all I need. I just need to see our passing game improve. I was saying that all game, Cody and JB. Our pass, the passing was terrible. It lacked imagination. It lacked play. I mean, I know Zachariah made a couple of plays, but I want to see. I need to see more from the passing game for me to be like, okay, this is good enough for me.
All right,
because after y'all, we got Alabama, right?
Yeah. We got UAB. Y'all get
Yes,
Alabama.
sir.
And then Alabama.
And we cannot sleep on Alabama. We know we saw it last week, but we cannot sleep, and we owe them.
Alabama plays. We play Alabama tough. It's never no cakewalk against Alabama.
Well, we get a bye.
I don't care if it's in Athens this year. We owe them.
Okay.
I want blood.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we get Tennessee, and then we get a bye, and then we get Alabama.
Alabama. Okay.
All right. Now let's get to the NFL part. So now, obviously, we know Faith's team just played, so she doesn't have anyone to say, but I want to give Faith the floor for week 2, the Super Bowl rematch against the Eagles. So Faith, obviously, the Chiefs lose tonight, but they get the Eagles next week in the rematch of the Super Bowl. What is your message to your Chiefs kingdom for week 2?
Look, every champion takes a hit, right? Every now and then. What matters is how we respond. Like, we the Chiefs. We don't fold. We reload. I need y'all to use that loss y'all took in the Super Bowl as motivational fuel. I need Travis Kelce to play like he was playing when he was trying to impress Taylor. Okay? I need Patrick to get his goddamn head in the game and don't get frustrated. Be the leader that I know he can be. Be the Houdini with that football like I know that he can be. The Chiefs, for me and many others with Arrowhead pride, they are not just another team. Y'all not just another team. Y'all the goddamn Chiefs. This is dynasty era. Play like it with every snap, with every play. Play like it. Y'all not chasing greatness no more. Defend that shit. Get your head in the game. No sex before games, Travis.
Women win your legs.
You especially you the tight end. I need your energy up.
Hey, yo!
Let's get it together and get out there and get some more rings. That's it.
All right.
Xavier Working needs to come back healthy too.
JB,
Absolutely.
what's the word for the Falcons? What you want to tell the Falcons ahead of y'all matchup with Tampa Bay?
They don't believe in us. They say that we don't know what we are. They say that the Buccaneers is a foregone conclusion. They'll win it again. They forget that we swept them last year. They forget that we were 4-2 in the division last year. They don't believe in you, Kyle Pitts. They don't believe in you, Michael Penix. They don't believe in you, Drake London. They don't believe in you, Bijan Robinson. Terry Fontenot. They don't believe in you, but we do. We see the vision. The vision is clear. It's time to execute. We have to take advantage. No Wirfs, no Godwin, no McMillan. Vita Vea is questionable. It's our time. The vision has to be executed, and it starts with Tampa week 1. It has to happen. This has to be the year. Make it happen. That's it. Do your jobs.
Okay. This is an interesting one. Because I did not think that we would have two dudes teams who be facing each other on Sunday on the show. Cody is a Texas fan. AC is a Rams fan.
Oh.
So, Cody, I'm going to let you go first because y'all are visitors. What you want to say to AC's Rams, we'll say to your Texans, in order to beat AC's Rams Sunday here at SoFi?
Beat up Matthew Stafford. That's what we need to do. I mean, I love Matthew Stafford as a Georgia fan, but I have no love for him this weekend. And I think that if CJ plays up to the potential that we all think CJ is, and obviously we don't, we may not have Christian Kirk, but I never counted Christian Kirk in to play 17 games anyway. So I need Higgins to step up and to be that guy, and then Jalen Noel to be that number 3 that we're looking for. My guy Nick Chubb's going to be in there pounding the rock, and Kaylee, who is the new offensive coordinator, he knows the way the Rams play. So hopefully that lends in our favor and not the Rams' favor. So, and the defense, I mean, I feel like we have easily top 5 defense in the league. I'm not worried about Puka and Devontae Adams because of Derek Stingley and Bullock, so, and Kamari Lassiter. So I think it's a good. I think we have that mentality, and I think D'Amico's going to go in, and it's pounding the rock. That's getting They're getting the Rams getting pounded in the Rams' house.
Oh boy, AC,
Pounded is crazy.
AC,
I thought just about the Panthers at one point.
I hear him.
What you got? What's the message to the Rams going into Sunday?
Well, I just hope it's a good game. I don't know too much about the Texans' off-season's transactions so far. I just hope it's gonna be a good game though.
I think it will be. I think it will be a really good game.
All right, now let's go to me. We get the top Broncos country.
That's right.
It's Cam Ward's first game in the NFL. Nick Benito just got your bag. Zach Allen just got your bag. Jonathan Cooper just got your bag. We got the best defensive back in football. Reigning Defensive Player of the Year, PS2. Got his bag last year. Let's welcome this kid to the NFL the Orange Crush way. Make his life miserable. That's all you got to do. I know, Vance Joseph, you're going to have a game plan to stop this dude. Have the game plan ready where he does not feel comfortable in the pocket. Send them dogs.
Bulldogs, hurt.
Or
Crush.
Or horses? Send the horses?
No Dre Greenlaw, right?
Send the Orange Crush. Yo, you good?
Send the Stallions?
Let the
You good? You good? Okay.
Greenlaw's crazy.
Unfortunately, Greenlaw's not going to play Sunday, unfortunately. But
that's what I said. No Dre Greenlaw, right?
No Dre Greenlaw or no Dre Greenlaw or Malcolm Roach on Sunday. So
the Funga plan?
Yeah. But yeah, just make his life miserable. Give him a nice welcome to the NFL moment, but don't intro him. But make him uncomfortable. and let's get the dub because everyone. You seem like everybody's darling now. You had Jamie Erdahl from Good Morning Football putting us in the Super Bowl. I don't like that. We got people who having us win the division. I don't like that. Let's just continue to progress. We'll see what happens at the end of the season. And then there's Mark. Arguably the game of the day. Your Bills, Sunday Night Football, and we got against Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. What you doing Sunday?
I don't know. Hit me up.
All right. What's the message?
The first message to myself, to remind myself, we normally lose these games early in the season. My other message is to Brandon Beane. Justin Simmons is still a free agent. And Ashantae Samuel Jr. is still a free agent.
Oh, boy.
We're down to possibly playing our cornerback 3 and 4 as starting this week. I would like to, at least make an effort to go get somebody, my nigga. Just don't get ran through. That when we beat Baltimore in the playoffs. When we played them in the regular season last year, they ran through us they just made us look crazy. So have some balls this year. That's all I'm saying.
All right. And that's our final parting shots for our teams. All right, so be on the look. So I might have an announcement on Tuesday about all the weekend, but enjoy the football. But Tuesday, we're gonna recap week 1. We'll look ahead to week 2, recap week 2 in college football, look ahead to week 3, and we'll start looking ahead to Canelo versus Crawford. I have a guest so that I have to get in contact with. They could be joining the show to talk a little fight game with us.
Crawford?
Which they're actually going to be heading. They're actually heading to Vegas to fight. They're arriving in Vegas Tuesday at the Fountain. They're actually going to be at the Fountain Blue. So make sure y'all be looking for us next Tuesday. By the way, and then again, don't forget check out Tribal Wars on Monday with me, Nessa, Terrell, and JoJo. Tuesday with us. Wednesday, Sports4U Wrestling. Mo Rules with Mark Illwill. Make sure you check out Trail and Best of the World on Thursdays. Friday, look, we're going to split schedule Friday. We're going to have Sports4U with me and Mark on Friday. Trail, Nets, and JoJo, they're doing a watch along for Worlds Tonight. Who? Trail, Nets, and JoJo doing a watch along for Worlds Tonight. And then next Saturday, we will be hosting a watch along for Canelo versus Crawford. Details to come in the near future. But make sure y'all following us on all social media: Instagram, X, TikTok, Facebook, Sports4U Podcast. Subscribe to Sports4U Podcast on YouTube. Subscribe to Culture Cross Network on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to Ballers and Briefs on YouTube. Subscribe to Acknowledge the Dynasty on YouTube. Subscribe to JB versus the World on YouTube. And make sure you following all of our guests. Tell them where they can follow you, starting with you, Faith. Tell them where they can follow you.
Y'all can follow me on Twitter at EricaPhillips79. On my personal page, always at Acknowledge the Dynasty. So that's at ATDPod23. Check out our new website, atdpod.net. And then catch me September 13th as I debut my show, Talking to You at WrestleFaith with my guest Nessa, and either both of the main event mamas or one of them will be there. So excited for that debut. Other than that, I'm on Instagram at Darter_EMP. And that's about it.
JB there? Not there. AC, tell them where they can follow you.
Y'all can follow me on X/Twitter, AC_Fresh5. On Instagram is Supreme Kai _AC. I'm debating if I want to do a streaming pretty soon. Put this up in the air, so I'll let you guys know. But for now, just follow me on those pages.
And of course, Mr. Cody.
There's a link tree right there. It's in both of the streams. So we're on Instagram, YouTube, X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, Facebook. So everything's there. TikTok. So I'm here. I'll be on the show with you guys on Tuesdays, and hopefully we'll start getting a little fantasy traction trickling in. So hopefully pulling people over. Obviously, this first week's always kind of difficult getting in, but hopefully we'd love to see if you guys play and you get a win this week. Let me know on Tuesday. Let me know on Tuesday because I'd love to see it. So,
all right, JB, you there now? JB, some technical issues. But y'all follow JB at JB versus the World on Twitter, Instagram, and on YouTube. He also got the Elite Four podcast dropping. So make sure y'all subscribe to JB's channel on YouTube as well. Like I said, we'll be back here Tuesday. Cody will be with us Tuesday.
Oh, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Now go ahead. Tell them where they can find you.
All right, you guys can find me on the interwebs at JB versus the World. It seems like it's on the screen right there. Spell it all together, put it together, say it together at one time like a Tribe Called Quest. And that's on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. And if you want to argue with me, it's JBV the World because versus was just too long for Twitter. And my central hub is jbversustheworld.com. I'm dropping new shorts every day for the month of September for crossing over 600 subscribers. I actually dropped it while we were on tonight, so go ahead and check that out. And the Elite Four podcast is coming soon to Culture Clash Network.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Thank y'all for joining us for this special watch-along edition of Sports4U on a Friday. Hope y'all enjoyed the football game. Unfortunately, Faith, her Chiefs didn't get the dub, but we still had a good time tonight. I know Lay's probably happy right now. She's probably a couple Coronas in right now, but you know you won't be saying that week 3 when y'all play the Broncos. Again, enjoy the football this weekend. Enjoy life. Love your family. Love your loved ones, and be safe out there. There's a lot of people been under the weather lately. Stay healthy. Stay indoors if you have to. Bundle up. Take your medicine. Listen to the doctors. And take it one step at a time, one day at a time. Faith, get well. Cody, thank you, brother. Got you back. I hope you had a good vacation. JB, appreciate you for pulling up. You'll be back soon to y'all be back soon to make some picks throughout the season. So be on the lookout. And make sure you'll check me, Mark, Nick Freeze out on Tuesday. We'll be here. This has been the Sports4U NFL and San Paulo watch along. I'm John. That's Mark. That's Faith. That's Cody. That's AC Fresh, JB versus the World, and we are out. Take us home, 99 Gorilla and Chaos Productions.